Welcome to Miami, backgammon fans. Bill Riles, Tara Mendocino, Ace Point Backgammon, broadcasting from the first Miami Open. So welcome to 4 or 5 days of continuous streaming here. Starting tonight, we have the Mega Jackpot and the Super Jackpot are beginning. As it turns out, we're going to be streaming ultimately 3 first-round matches in the $2,000 Mega Jackpots rounds of 16. It's a 16-player bracket. Now, the 3 matches will be Chris Trencher and Alberto Shawaki will start here on stream 1. We also have Mochi playing Malcolm Hudson from Australia and Joe Urso playing Kimon Papachristopoulos from Germany. And those matches are both going to be played about 9:30 because Malcolm Hudson is playing in the BMAB, and the 5th round of the BMAB starts at 7:30. And Joe Urso is playing in the BMAB 5th round too. He's undefeated in the BMAB, so he's got to play for cash. So Malcolm and Mochi will play at 9:30. Joe and Kimon will play at 9:30. We'll determine which streams each of them are going to be on. You know, if Trencher and Shawaki were to finish before those other guys were ready to start, then, we might can put one of them on stream 1. So we'll just play it in a fluid, dynamic fashion and see what happens. But this is going to be an exciting 4 or 5 days here in Miami. Great new tournament in the States on the ABT Tour. Avi Cohen is the producer, organizer, what have you. Arda Findikoglu from Turkey is over here as the main tournament director. And a very experienced staff beyond that. Tara and I will be doing the streaming and commentary. So it should be a lot of fun, and it's a nice sized field. Some strong players, a number of international players. Now, this first match we're going to have Chris Trencher from New York City, who's a very strong, accomplished player who regularly plays in the threes, is playing Alberto Shawaki originally from Mexico. He currently lives in Miami, but he's had a pretty significant year. Alberto has. He won the Super Jackpot at the Texas Backgammon Championships in San Antonio in February, and then he won the Chicago Open Rory's tournament in Chicago in May, the championship division. So he won the Super Jackpot in Texas and the main ABT championship division in Chicago. So a very nice year for Alberto Shawaki, and I play him occasionally online. He's on Galaxy quite a bit of shows, SHOWS, and he's got a 2,500 rating. So he's quite an accomplished player, and he's had a great year. And Trencher, of course, is to those in the know, he's certainly not an underrated player. Those in the know that he's an extremely accomplished and strong player. Maybe he's not quite as well known as, some of the others, elite players, but, I'm going to put Chris certainly in that list, and Chris is certainly going to be on my Giants list this year. Super player. So this should be an interesting match, and like I say, it'll be somewhat interesting in that both strong players. I think what we'll see is Alberto Shawaki playing with a bit more pace on average than Chris Trencher, but both strong players. This will be an exciting match. So that we like to start tournament broadcasts with great launch matches. So between this match and then a little bit later tonight, we'll have Mochi and Malcolm Hudson and Joe Urso and Kimon Papachristopoulos. And it's interesting. I was just talking to Malcolm Hudson. He stuck his head around here a while ago. In Dubai just 5 or 6 weeks ago, whatever it was. He beat Mochi in the Super Jackpot final in Dubai. So he said he's sure Mochi's got revenge on his mind. So we'll see what happens with that. And of course, Urso, another very strong player from New York City, as Trencher is. Up and coming. He's a little bit younger than some of the others, but very strong player. And Kimon Papakrisopoulos from Germany had been around some time, quite a strong player. 3 or 4 years ago, he won the New York Metro back-to-back 2 years in a row. So that's quite an accomplishment. So, geez, some really nice pairings early on here. Now, the on stream 1, which will be this Mochi, or not Mochi, Shawaki and Trencher match. This is actually Chrysloid, the board maker, is sponsoring the Mega Jackpot. So we will be playing on a new Chrysloid board specifically made for the tournament on stream 1 in recognition of their sponsorship of the event. So there, Chris is seated already. There's Alberto Shawaki. So he's coming in. We're going to get started relatively quickly here. And again, here we can see this Chrysloid Miami Open board. So what do we got? Alberto's going to be sitting on the top of the stream screen, playing the blue checkers. Chris on the bottom playing the gold checkers. And 13-point match, normal time settings. Here at the Miami Open, the rules options that have been decided upon by the organizer and director is that there is no dice on checker and no legal moves. So that's the conditions that the players will be playing under. Of course, it's standard time settings, so 2 minutes per point and 12-second delay. So they're both starting with a 26-second bank. They want to play with the baffle box. So Tara is accommodating that request. We come well armed with all of the various equipment. And it's interesting because we're using the new ZMF tap and set clock here. So we add a little neoprene pad to the top of the clock. The pause button is actually just beneath the top surface, so we have a nice resting spot for the cube on top of the clock, and we put the neoprene pad there to keep it from slipping around, what have you. So we're off and running. 5-3 for Chris, so standard 3-point make. There's Shawaki, and like I said, it's going to be Chris can play deliberately and necessary. He certainly, is not what I would call a slow player, but he can play deliberately when necessary. And Shawaki's going to play with a lot of pace. So that'll be what we see here. Set of fours, nice set of fours. Makes points on the blot on the 4-point, makes the 2-point. So you got a 3-point board automatically. 6-3, he can run. Again, don't look up. You'll miss Shawaki's plays because he is known to play pretty quickly. Okay, so nice set of sixes from Chris. Comes out to the 18, I suspect. Yeah, and then he's going to make the deuce point. Oh, he makes the ace point, puts the checker up. So something to be said for that. 3-1 is a dance. So here we got perhaps our first decision of the game. There's a cube from Chris. He's, I got to think this is probably a take. No, he lets it go.
How do we stop
It's
this?
kind of interesting. It's going to be, and we'll have to condition ourselves to watching. The logo has that sun
It's still moving.
on it, which in some measure mirrors the orange checkers that Chris is playing with.
Yours is moving.
You might need to check them with the clock. And
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, how do you stop this clock?
oh, wait, their checkers are set up wrong too. There's another checker. Where's the checker missing?
Oh, right down here?
Oh, Alberto's got one in his hand.
No, it's
There it is.
fine.
Okay.
So either one of the, if you see the little lines, that means it's on pause. So either one of the plungers takes it off pause.
So the button's down.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, hello, Vinny. Thank you for the kind words. I don't know. Jason Briggs is going to be here. Of course, he lives here in the Miami area, so he's going to be here during the tournament. So we'll quiz him as to when some of these Chrysloid products will be available. Okay, now this time Chris gets the set of fours. Lays it down. Four, one. Okay.
No good.
Four. Oh, one must not have gone to the baffle box. Okay. Chris got a decision to make. Going to put two up. All his other alternative was to make the bar. But something to be said for two checkers up. Okay, once you slot the ace, oftentimes people will you go ahead and make the ace. So that he does. Chris has 5-4 to play. So what does he do here? He went to the deuce. 3-2. Four, three. Okay, Chris has got a little awkwardness here. He can make 2 points. He can make the four and the deuce and clean it up. See if Alberto gets unfortunate. Has to leave it a shot. He doesn't. He has to play the 2 point. But Chris makes the awkward roll. You will notice during the course of the tournament, the director organizer Avi Cohen, he acquired and has 100 Miami Open boards, which look similar to this Chrysloid board. They're not Chrysloid boards, but he had 100 boards made specifically for the tournament. So going forward in future years, he'll be supplying all the boards, and you won't have a need to take your board to the Miami Open, and that's fairly common in Europe, but we haven't really seen it in the States to date. Bring me a chocolate drink, and this is not one Coke. Okay, very good. We're conversing with Tara a little bit. We're, first match out of the gate here. We takes a little refinement, I guess you would say. Okay, so here we go. Now this is kind of interesting. Alberto has a 4-point board, but Chris is counting this. He's got some play. I'm with Vinny. My first initial reaction is to take this. And that's one thing you'll note. And look, there behind Shawaki is Nevzat Dogan, who's a good friend of his and a good friend of all of ours. Nevzat's former world champion, lives in Denmark, from Turkey originally. And Chris does take that. Nice set of fives. Yeah, he'll go on to the 3. So he's that cured a lot of the potential ails that were in his. Now, what's he got? Yeah. He can hit on the 5. Other than that, he's got to really get ugly with playing off the 8 and the 4. So he goes for the really getting ugly play. You know, Chris having a 5-point board, it might well be the, something that Alberto doesn't want to mix it up with. Okay, there he goes. That's probably correct. Keep the blot on the 4 with the hopes of remaking that 4 at some point. You know, it'll be interesting to see. Oh, set of 4s now. What does he do with that? Okay, he, again, doesn't want any part of that 5.5-point board Chris has got. If he can avoid it, Chris will keep that checker back and see if, Alberto can roll, 6-1, 6-2, 6-4, 5-1. A number of blotting numbers there. So I suspect he's got to stay back on this. What's he played? He's played 2 3s. I think he's far enough behind that he'll stay back. And there's a number of blotting numbers here. 6-1, 6-2, 6-3. No, 6-1, 6-2, 6-4. What else did I say? 5-1. So that 8 numbers immediately obvious. So let's see what happens. Again, it's pretty interesting, and for the first time, I started to comment a bit ago, and again, I think Chris, extremely experienced player, he's not going to get rattled or anything, but he had been playing, kind of matching Alberto's pace, and now he really reached a critical decision and decides to give it the appropriate consideration and spend a bit of time on that. So Alberto, pardon me, looks like he'll likely win 2 points here. So this will be good. A 13-point match. They'll both be on the scoreboard. So settle into a good match. Now, on average, for scheduling purposes, directors typically use 11 minutes per point for the average match. So a 13-point match would typically average 144? So about 2.5 hours. So settle in for what is likely a pretty extended match here. Put the cube back in the middle. He does. And here we go. 2-1 Alberto. Standard split. 6-2. Standard hit from there. Whoop. Nice set of 5s. Now he's going to make does he make the 3 or does he come around? Yeah, he makes the 3. And of course, keeps the spare on the 8 by coming off the mid for the second checker. Okay, set of 3s is nice. Now, does he make the 5? He does. Alberto has no defense over there with only still just the 6-point in his home board. Okay, now here, Chris is going to contemplate this. Rolls on. 4-3, nice. Now he's got to play on in all likelihood, unless Alberto was to come in. Now Chris is not going to play on. He's just going to cash. And 2-2. So that was quick. Yeah, Vinny, at some of the, particularly the tournaments that Fuad Erdog organizes in Turkey and Middle East there, they use a minute and a half per point in 12-second delay. And quite a number of people like that. I personally have no problem with it. And for, very large tournaments, which some of Fuad's tournaments are, the Stadler tournament in Istanbul, as an example, they have 600 players or something like that. So having a somewhat accelerated time controls can really make a difference over a long weekend with 600 players. 6-1. So now, okay, he comes out. Now Chris has got another decision before him. Got certainly a structural advantage, positional advantage, but he's got 3 checkers back as well. So he just doesn't have much, if any, of a racing lead. 2-3. He's going to safety. He comes around. I thought he might step up there to put a little. And okay, 4-3. So obvious plays with a other than the one black pack. He wants to play with a single black. Otherwise, Chris once again pondering. Got quite a strong position, but again he's got those 3 checkers back, so he's going to have to get one of those moving if at all possible. But I would not be surprised to see Chris send this. Now talking to Chris. Chris is familiar with Alberto Shawaki. I presume they played before. I don't recall a specific circumstance, but certainly online, if not live. But Chris, of course, was in San Antonio where Alberto won the Super Jackpot this year, and Chris was in Chicago where Alberto won the championship division this year. So there's a very decent likelihood they've crossed paths over the board. Okay, Chris decides to play on. Now he really wants to get one of those checkers moving. Now does he run it, take it on out? No, he's going to maybe try to seize the 5-point there. Kind of bit of an ugly roll. I think he's going to make the deuce point. I might have made the 9 and slotted the deuce, but okay, now Chris with one checker moving again, certainly a double opportunity, and he sends it that way, takes it. Wow, nice hit. Dance. Alberto's got to be careful here. 4-1. You make the 5 and maybe come to the 7. Make or the 20 in this instance. Make the 20. Kind of gives you a bit of a cushion against any attack on the other side, and play 8-7. So that's how Chris sees it as well. So he enters and hits. Rocky does. Chris and Shawaki needs to double 3. One down. He could have made the bar, but he doesn't want to play with blocks and add Chris's collection behind that 5'. Now Chris, this could be interesting. He could make the deuce, or he could run out to the 16 as he did do here. Makes the point rather than take the hit on the other side. Not completely certain about that. I would have, had that point that he made been on the front edge of that 6' rather than one offset, and it would have been the obvious play. through much of the weekend. Just as an aside here, we're going to be one of the main sponsors of the tournament is Legacy Boards. So we're going to be playing on some absolutely stunningly beautiful wooden boards that are made from actual, I guess, I don't know what the right term would be, slices of tree trunks, and often with live edges, which are the, has the bark on it, has the irregular shape that might have, occurred with the tree trunk. And just some beautiful, beautiful products. Makes them both in a board tables, which are, a standalone board table, and also makes table boards. So we'll be showing some of Bill Shea's work. Those are made in North Carolina by a gentleman by the name of Bill Shea. He's here for the week. He has probably 30 boards on display. Now, does Chris could break the 8, could break the 7 and try a little trap play here, but I don't think you necessarily want to trap with Alberto's having a 5-point board. You'd rather him, let him crack another point first. Okay, but Chris is going to go with the trap play. Oh, nice selection of which one to have broken. 4-1. 3, so there Alberto's just cracked, and Chris is pretty free to play as he may. There's a 5 to run, and Chris has still got 3 builders working on that deuce point, and 2 of them make the deuce point. So some limited number of gammons out there, but not a high probability. So Alberto hopes to escape with only giving up 2 points. So this kind of plays out itself there, and there Alberto enters relatively quickly, so he should really have no problem in beating this. So we'll be at 4-2 Chris Trencher. Alberto's not going to go down without a fight. Of course, that only takes 2 off, but consolidates a lot of the other checkers. There's 4 more off, so that's that. And 4-2 Chris Trencher. Yeah, and I haven't looked at that board closely, but Vinny, you're kind of right. We put a non-skid pad on the top of the clock for the cube, but it seems as though that wooden plate or whatever that construction is there, and again, I haven't taken a good look at it, but it seems to be, the clock itself is tending to skid, where we cured by the neoprene pad any concerns about the cube, but the clock itself is moving around a fair amount. It's some of the new, one of the new ZMF tap and set clocks. They're really neat clocks. Again, the pause button is underneath the top surface, so you can put a cube on the top. The clocks are very lightweight. They you can set them with an app off of your phone. So really, a lot of people, we've sold a ton of those. A lot of people really like those clocks. Thank you, ma'am. I guess it's that construction there, that clock's slipping around quite a bit. I don't know what it's sitting on. The clock itself is moving quite a bit. I don't know what that wooden piece is there that it's sitting on. Well, I know it is, but is it up flush with the? Okay. Anyway, maybe it's just the way they're hitting it, but the clock's moved. They've had to reposition the clock a dozen times, I imagine. So, yeah. Yeah. As you can see, Tara laughs about it. We in a lot of these stream matches, this time the clock's moving around a fair amount. Usually these players are really moving their scoreboards all over the place, and sometimes they end up working their way out of the field of view. And so you can see here she's taped the scoreboard down so they can't push it around. Yeah, well, I've talked about how time will not be a problem with Alberto Shawaki. Okay, Chris, nice set of sixes. Many permutations there. He's set up to make the 4-point, but Felix Goigman. Hello, Felix. Good to have you joining us. There's another 4-6. That's Chris's 4-6. How's he going to make the 4-point? Does it that way. Brings that checker in. So once again, and this time, in the last game, Shawaki never was in much danger of getting gammoned on the 2-cube. This time he's in a considerable damage of getting gammoned, and actually there's probably almost as much chance of him getting backgammoned in this game as there was of him getting gammoned in the prior game. But let's see what happens. Okay, Chris wants to ensure that his play doesn't result in any blotting large doublets. Couldn't do it because this double fives does blot. Okay. There it is. That's what you call ambient noise, isn't it? Because there's an air conditioner in this segment of the room that's really quite loud when it cranks up, so we don't have to worry about the guys overhearing the commentary in any way, particularly when that thing's going on. No, no one's mentioned making the Chrysloid point yet. So, yeah, I'm trying to decide whether to make the ace point or the Chrysloid point. Or in Chris's case, the 11 point, or the 10 point, or the Chrysloid point, which is the 11. Okay, so Alberto gives up 4 on that one. And we've got, again, 2 matches waiting in the wings, as it were. Mochi's going to be playing Malcolm Hudson. Malcolm's in the BMAB and has to finish his 5th match. And Joe Urso will be playing Kimon Papachristopoulos. Urso is undefeated playing his 5th BMAB match, so he may well win that. So, if this match finishes fairly quickly, then whichever of those 2 matches, Hudson or Urso, whichever one of them finishes first, we would put their match here on Stream 1. So we'll just have to kind of play it by ear as the matches continue and conclude. Nevzat wants the Mochi match on 1, or what? Oh, he wants to see it. Yeah. Well, we were trying to set it up so that we showed 2 mega jackpot matches and 1 super jackpot match, but the pairings in the super jackpot were just not. There's some great players in there, but none of them were particularly paired with each other in the first round. So we went with. We did have 3 really nice pairings here in the mega jackpot. So we went with the 3 mega jackpot matches. And look at these boys. Put the cube next to the clock rather than up in the nice little neoprene pad on the top of the clock. We can take them to water, but we can't make them drink. Oh, Tara's talking about, she's got some new mics. Actually, I'm using a pro level wireless mic right now, and apparently it's pretty much dynamite from her talking. I'm talking very softly here so that she says it's 2 levels below a Justin Timberlake Super Bowl performance mic. I don't know. So anyway, I'm talking relatively softly here, and she assures me the sound is superb. Okay, so Alberto. Oh, Chris rolls a 5. Alberto was about ready to try to make a blitz type of move on Chris, but Chris was able to enter 4-1. Now this is going to be interesting. I think Chris probably runs with that. Here again, as we can see, Chris is deliberate when necessary in critical situations, but of course he's burned 6.5 minutes in this match, and Alberto's burned 13 seconds. So it's kind of interesting. Okay. Chris, 6-2 to play. He could point on that 2-point. He could make the bar point. I'm not sure, and I don't think Chris is sure. So that's one option, and then of course gives you a 3-point board, although with the 3 and 4 points void. You're right, Steve. I guess that's Steve Reichelt. And only time he burned a little bit of time was when he was screwing around with the clock a little bit. So, but I mean, this is those of you who were listening at the beginning of the match might have heard. I mean, Alberto is not known for wasting any time. I play him occasionally on Galaxy, and of course speed settings, which most of us play on just because it's not as boring as the other settings. And, same experience there. Alberto does not, even at speed settings, use any time. Okay. Okay. 3-1, so I guess he got a hit. Doesn't have another ace. Doesn't want to break that broken 5-point board. Now here Alberto can make the 18-point or hit as he decides to do. Okay. Three, 6. This is kind of interesting. They both got it's kind of a standoff game of some sort. Okay, Shiwaki says, I think I've got the advantage here. Let's go for it. And he rolls a 2-1, which makes the 5-point, but leaves that 2 checkers exposed, and one of them gets hit. Now what's he do with the ace? Plays 6-5. That's a nice dancing number. Okay, Chris gets ready to moves the spare up to the front edge of the 5 prime so that he can escape with a 6. That's a second dancing double 6 in a row for Alberto. Chris needs a 6 to get those back checkers moving and hasn't had any success at that to date. Oh, double dribbles die off the floor. There's the 6 he needed, and it hits as well. So that's the best of both worlds. Alberto okay. Okay, so Alberto is in, well, that's a nice 6, which keeps him from having to collapse any further over there. 6-3 by Trencher comes out and hits, so nice roll, and it's 3, so nice pointing 5-2. So this, as the last 2 games, does not look very promising for Alberto Shiwaki, and this time Chris is holding Alberto's cube. The last 2 games, Chris had doubled Shiwaki and he got gammoned. This time he sent the cube and he may get gammoned again. So it hasn't been a good stretch for Alberto Shiwaki. Okay. And that's a nice play. He tries to, and that's from his perspective, a nice roll. Whoa, looky here. Not too. Now Chris dances again. Shiwaki needs a 5. One. Chris hits the blot. You see in the background Roberto Lichtenberger talking to some people. There's a couple of BMAB matches being played on this side of the air wall in this room. The remainder of the BMAB matches are being played over on the other side of the air wall in the streaming area proper. Oh, Avi. Come sit down, man. Look here, we're joined by Avi Cohen, I don't know what we're going to call you, producer, organizer, jack of all trades on this tournament. And congratulations, man. This is a treat. I think you've done a world-class job in promotion. And, I think everybody are in for a treat this week. And we hope all of our viewers enjoyed as well. So Tell us what you made.
Well, this is a dream coming true. This is a season that I had for about 2 years. Just get around, not only Americans, but like total worldwide known players, and just make it a big party here in Miami Beach. And without our sponsors, really, and donators, this wouldn't be happening. There's so many to thank. P40, Marijuana Doctor, which is great sponsor of us. Main Event, Galaxy Board, also, and Legacy Boards, of course, the Main Event. So many, which we're gonna thank each and every one of them. Ceremony. Awards.
So, yeah, I mean, it's and we're just getting started today.
Yep.
And but we're off to a grand start, and we got some great matches here. And as Avi was talking about, there's quite a few international players, including a lot of South American players, which is really kind of I mean, you got Peruvians,
we got
Brazilians, Argentinians,
groups of people that came from South America and Europe, and it's just like I said, this is what.
Well, you look here, these first 3 matches that we're streaming.
Okay.
We got Shawaki, who's from Mexico, originally living in
good
Miami
friend,
now.
Of course, yes.
We've got Malcolm Hudson's going to be playing Mochi, so that's Australia and Japan.
Wow.
And then we have Joe Urso playing Kimon Papachristopoulos, and Kimon's German. So
this is it. That's what I wanted.
There it is, man.
That's it. It's perfect.
So this is really neat, and we appreciate the opportunity to participate in this.
Thank you. And I will jump here from time and time. I got to run around and make sure that everybody.
Yeah, everybody wants a piece of you.
But yeah, again, without all our sponsors, this world-class event would not have been happening.
Well, and you've got
thank everybody.
A staff such as Arda is the director.
Yes. And we'll talk about it. I'll jump
some of those.
in and out.
Talk about it anytime. Just jump in here. So,
and of course, our great, streaming team, best in the world, Bill and Tara. We appreciate you.
Thank you much.
We'll see you soon.
Okay, Avi. Thanks
Stay
for
tuned, everybody. We're gonna link. What do we have? 3 stations.
3 streaming
constantly. So
for the next 4 or 5 days.
Stay tuned. It's just gonna be fun.
And it's some strong fields, so you're gonna see some great matches.
Excellent. See you soon, guys.
Okay, Avi. Thank you so much. Okay. Avi Cohen. And I can relate totally, as many of us do that run tournaments ourselves and so forth. People just can't imagine how much work goes into putting on an event like this. And in Avi's case, obviously this is it's a new event. It's his first time producing and organizing a tournament, and wow, he's done a great job, and kudos to him. And this is going to be a great stop, I think, going forward on the ABT tour. And he's not only trying to do a lot of things that we're accustomed to seeing on the ABT tour, but he's trying to incorporate some of the best of his experiences and all of our experiences with some of the European tournaments and so forth. So this is fun. Okay, so yeah, Ian Terry's in the house, and of course he says, what a pairing, and this is quite a pairing. Shawaki has had a great year. He won the Super Jackpot in San Antonio. He won the championship division in Chicago. So, but Chris Trencher is a match for anyone. So, Alberto's found himself in a pretty significant hole here, but he's got a lot of time to work with. So, so if he gets a rally going, he won't find himself in any time trouble. Okay, so he's got to come out with the 2, maintain the 5-point board in front of Chris's 2 rear checkers. There's a 6 to come out, but this is going to be interesting. Okay, so Chris isn't going to come out because that would have just been automatic attack by Alberto. Now Chris will be forced to run with a 6, but he doesn't roll the 6. Alberto would like to, okay, 6-5 will come around to the 7. So again, if Chris rolls a 6, he'll be under attack. There's a 6, and Alberto will hit him with anything that will hit him, and nothing hits him. Now, he might have been tempted, and I don't think it was the right play, but these are the sorts of plays at times where, you double, your banana split might have come into play if Chris had had a significant opportunity to escape that back checker, but he didn't. But now Alberto again has, he's forced to attack. He didn't roll a pointing number. Now he does. So 1 checker back. Not a lot of gammons, but some gammons out there. And Alberto would like to close the gap a bit. Now he clears a 6 rather than taking 2 off the 5, but the ace point was open as well, so this was perhaps the better point of valor. Chris immediately rolls a set of 5s, and Alberto should bring this home, but for 2 points rather than the 4 that he might have fancied. Okay, so Alberto should. Chris has got a number of checkers stacked on the 2. I'm not sure exactly how many, but now we'll know how many. And rolls a set of 5. Okay, so another set, and look where we're at. Okay, so too little, too late. 10-4. So Alberto has stopped a considerable streak of bleeding there and gotten back into the match a bit. And I'll tease Tara that, are you sure that clock's working? Alberto's been on 25:47 for about a half an hour. And as Steve Reichelt said, the only 13 seconds that Alberto burned was when he was messing around with the clock early on. Wasn't quite sure where the pause button was or something. So, but, that's interesting. I mean, that's his style of play. He plays extremely well. And, if he's comfortable with it, that's all that matters. And, he's had a stellar year to this point. And it's funny. I mean, of the 2 matches we have coming up after this, one of them involves Mochi. And, there we'll see the complete opposite style. And that, and it's not faulting anyone, but Mochi likes to use his time and tries to make the very best play at all costs on every roll, and he typically ends up in time trouble, and certainly he can play better than most with no time. But so it's contrasting styles. You see that Alberto Shawaki never lets a die settle hardly, and you get somebody like Mochi that doesn't want to end a match with more than 10 seconds on his clock. So it's all a matter of personal style and comfort level and how you like to play and what have you. Okay, so Chris comes in, and Alberto's going to attack here. Pretty much got to hit. He's going to play 8-5, I suspect. No, he's going to do it this way. I would have thought he would have hit. No problem. No problem. So, okay, so we were trying to get trying to build our viewers up a little bit. Don't have many likes yet, so y'all be sure and hit that like button, which serves everyone in the backgammon community well for search algorithms and what have you. So, you know, we're off and running with the first Miami Open. Good match here, and then 2 great matches to follow. There's Alberto trailing by 6. He pushes the envelope a little. Chris doesn't want to. You know, obviously he's going to be under attack, and Alberto had a reasonably strong position, so Chris says, I'll let that go. Okay. Alberto is just it's full speed ahead here. Chris is making some nice rolls to stymie Alberto's attacks here. And he makes the 4, which will keep Chris from doing much. You know, we were talking about time philosophies and time control and different players playing different ways. It's interesting. One of my favorite quotes from a year and a half ago or so when I did the match at Monte Carlo, commentating with Sebastian Wilkins, and it's the Victor and Chris Rogers match. Sebastian made the point that he, hey, look who's rolling in here now. No, sit down. You want to change shirts first? Yeah, I saw that. Hello, Don. Here's Mr. Rory Pascar himself. Welcome to Miami.
I'm dressed the part, right?
No comment. No comment.
I feel the Miami feel. The Miami heat, as they say.
Yeah.
How's this match going? Oh, it looks like
It's
Chris has got it in here.
Going all Chris's way, and you know, as I was laughing with them, you know, Shikati hardly lets the dice ever come to a stop.
Yeah, he's not a slow player. No one will ever accuse him of playing slow.
He's used 15 seconds, and about 13 of that was on the first roll when he couldn't find the pause button on the clock. You know,
26-point match, 25-45. Calculate that, doing a deep level analysis to 15 seconds. Is that what you did a second ago? Yeah, so how's he playing otherwise, you think?
He's playing reasonably well. And you know, really, I mean, Chris is a hell of a strong player.
Of course.
And he's playing strong.
Oh,
but he's
he knew
also
not to go.
He's also got.
He knew not to leave that 9 shot.
He's also been rolling pretty well.
Yeah.
You know, and that's not a good combination if you're Shiwaki. You know, Chris playing Chris, who's playing strong, and Chris is rolling well, and it's tough. But Shiwaki, he's been there. He's won
have you talked about that at all?
I did. He won the Super Jackpot in San Antonio this year, and then he won your.
And then he won the Chicago Open. I think he lost.
And you had what, 99 or
100
even? Okay,
players
in the championship. So a big field, strong field.
Yeah.
And
I think he lost his either first or second match, and then won like 11 in a row.
Yeah,
or 10 in a row.
I mean, that is awesome. Not easy.
No.
And a big, strong field.
Major kudos to him for that achievement. And I don't know if I had ever met him actually before the Chicago Open, before he showed up.
Well, you Well, you probably saw him. You might
Possibly,
not have met
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
He's been in San Antonio the last couple of years, and he
Very
beat
nice guy.
Kit Wiltsey in the finals of the Super Jackpot this year.
Ah,
Nothing. No,
yeah,
no
yeah.
accomplishment
Just Kit
there.
Woolsey. I mean, come on, who hasn't done that? The legend that is Kit Woolsey. It's kind of an awkward 6-2. You got to take the spare off the 8, so you have so many fewer numbers to point.
Now, Chris is not going to be excited about hitting loose on this thing with that
No,
5.5
there's
point
no-
board
there's no-
over there.
there's no
So
hitting
he's
loose.
just got to.
He
He's got to
should
be
just be bring 2 in actually.
perhaps so because
And
he's probably
he can
he's
unstack
well
the sticks,
behind in
but I
the
think
race
this is
without.
right. Yeah.
Okay, so Alberto
Yeah,
says
Burner's only got 3
running.
crossovers. He's got
I'm
5.
running while the running's good.
Put him on points that aren't. I'm going to the 4 point though. I'm not going to the
3.
3. Yeah.
There's as many of you know, it's beyond art, it's science in the bearing in and the distribution checkers and
And
so
you
forth.
play the double sixes just like he did. That was perfect. High level analysis right there for you. But
the double 6 play.
yeah, force double 6. So I actually wasn't sure I was going to come to this tournament. I was actually thinking I wouldn't be. It's been a busy year. I've traveled a lot. I've been to a lot of tournaments, and Avi has been to my tournaments. I know him quite well. Really nice guy, but it just seemed like he was trying to do more than anyone could possibly do.
Particularly a first time.
Yeah, I mean, Bill and I have been doing this 15-ish years or so, and here comes Avi in his very first year, and literally he's trying to do everything, which is just not really practical, but at the same time, everyone is showing up. There's going to be close to 200 people, if not more than 200 people here this weekend, and it's his first ever tournament. I've been running in Chicago for 14 years, and I'm still...
Right.
I hit 181 this year, which is my all-time record. I was ecstatic. Man, he doesn't deserve to have 200 people, but I love him and I
Okay.
congratulate him, and I've done everything I can to give him a call every once in a while and offer some advice, and he's called me asking for some advice. I don't see other tournaments and tournament directors as competition. I really don't.
Well, you
Your
know, he's
success
done
is my success. My
he's
success
done a
is your
masterful
success.
job of promotion.
Yeah, he has done some of the best backgammon promotion I've ever seen, especially for a first-time tournament. I mean,
A lot of
just
social media
major
with video input or content.
Yes,
Just very good. It was great.
major kudos to Avi for everything he's done putting this together this weekend. I am thoroughly impressed, and just can't say enough about what he's done. It is
And it's a great new,
Amazing.
a great new event on the American
Absolutely.
tour. And I was
Way to
telling
make a
people
splash.
earlier that, and I think you'll second this. I mean, not only is he doing, everything you expect at all the American tournaments, he's trying
big
to
double 2 here.
he's trying to incorporate some European flavor into it too, and bring over
bringing
some
up
of the
Arda and Presser, and unfortunately, I don't know if you guys heard, but Presser's got a back issue and he is not able to make it this weekend, which is a big bummer. He's definitely one of the main reasons why I did want to come. I'm a huge David Presser fan.
So we wish David the
Yeah,
best.
absolutely quick recovery. Hopefully, this isn't something that lingers.
But I saw Avi doing an interview with Alex Oshagin the other day, and
Yeah.
he's talking about trying to put everything into it. He said, "Oh, I love side events. I want to have every side event I can think of. I got more side events than any tournament in the world, and I also love rebuys. So every event has rebuys." And I'm thinking, okay.
That's what I'm talking about. He's never done it before. He doesn't know what the hell he's thinking, and he's just doing it anyways. And like I said, I'm cheering for him. I hope this weekend is a huge success.
And he's thrown in some new twists with the Tavli event.
Yep.
The
TBT.
the non-cube play, which is the traditional Middle Eastern and Mediterranean basin style.
Yep.
And he's got a youth event. So a number of little
Yeah.
twists like that.
I don't know
which
if
is
you
great.
noticed, but Hannah is sitting to our right. Are you familiar with Hannah?
I do know him.
You do know. Hey, Hannah. How are you?
Hannah DeRosier sitting over there on the other side of Rory.
The world famous Hannah DeRosier.
That's right.
There she is. Good. Yeah, Mama.
So,
Yeah, I mean, this is a special tournament, and
well, you know, let's explain the pairings. I mean, we got a great pairing here now. It's
for sure.
gone Chris's way a little bit, but that's not to me and Alberto Shawaki in any event. That happens to any of us at any time. But then we got 2 matches in the wings. Yep. Malcolm Hudson and Mochi that are going to be starting here soon, and Joe Urso and Kimon Papakostopoulos. You know, and Malcolm was telling me, you know, in Dubai 5-6 weeks ago, whatever it was, he beat Mochi in the Super Jackpot final. So he was saying he's sure Mochi would like to get a little revenge.
Sure. No doubt. Yeah, I haven't seen Mochi in a while. It was nice to see him. When I do see him at a tournament, I bring something from Chicago, the Garrett's popcorn, which is a famous thing Chicago is known for. And
well, you know, some kudos to Mochi. You know, David Presser was supposed to do that boot camp here.
Oh, and Mochi's taking it over?
And Mochi took it over. And
I think he's qualified.
I think he's qualified.
I mean, it's a question mark, but I if you had to pick somebody, I guess he could be, you know.
When I was laughing, I told him Monday, I guess, when I saw him, I said, "Well, hey, congratulations, that's really nice for you to step in." And he said, "Well, Avi and Arda really didn't give me a choice." I said, "Well, regardless, you know, you did it."
That double six could have been horrible, but he only had to play one of them.
Oh, look here, here's 4-5 now.
But
Shawaki's going to keep that 1-2 for another roll or so.
He probably has 2 more rolls, but
Chris could get into trouble here.
Yep.
2-1.
That's a nice roll.
He needed that.
Now
timing.
He's looking for a combination to save. What is he thinking about? Yeah, no, there was nothing else. Looking to save both those checkers.
Ooh.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's a cruncher. So not
break
as
that
bad
5 point.
As
No dead checkers yet, but they could be coming right now. Nope. No dead checkers.
But
now he's afraid of getting.
Chris,
he gets pointed on here, and I'm just gonna bring a checker in. Give him the 2-6. Get that last checker in, and get started on your bear off.
Do you do that?
Absolutely. Is that Chris? I think that's a mistake. But it is Chris Trencher, so maybe I'm the silly one. But generally, it's always right to leave 2 shots from the bar when you're trying to clear and to take in one of the guys on the bar. Right. So I was actually quite surprised he didn't leave those shots. And it's not like he has the gammon in the bag. He needs to get on his horse to get this one. So I could be wrong, but I think that was a small mistake by Chris.
Okay, now Chris might he not? Might he cash this?
Yeah, he doesn't have that many gammons, but at the same time, how bad would double 4s play?
You're thinking, right?
Yeah. For blue.
Yeah.
White's on, yellow's on roll, orange is on roll. So he's probably clearing that 6 point. If he can, he sure as hell will. So, I tend to think he's still too good, but this very well could be a cube. This is not the best part of my game for sure.
And Shawaki is 8 away, so
yeah,
Chris
cube,
doesn't risk. I mean, even
the
if
cube is on 4. If the cube is on 2, it's
a
on
different
4.
story.
If the cube is on 2, it's on 4 because there is no. He's obviously
correct.
immediately reshipping.
But
so
that's the extent of how it's going to get. Now, were it a recube, then Chris would probably not do it because he might get the 8.
Sure.
But
yeah, 100% wouldn't be a recube here.
Right.
And I just don't know. I'm not a magic man with the numbers. I would have held the cube there.
Yeah, most people at 2 away, it's got to be.
Oh, I like this play by Shokati.
Whoa.
Chris likes this play too.
Yeah.
Oh, and now the gammon is
now Alberto is
Oh, only got one off.
Off one.
Looking to get in.
Okay,
That can save it.
He saved.
So we're
that.
going to Crawford. Well, my wife is here. She joined me for at least for a couple days this weekend, and so I'm gonna go hang out with her, and maybe we just had dinner and say hi to a few
Where'd
more
you go to
people, and
dinner?
then the Peruvian place.
I've heard of it. I haven't been
Greg
there.
Merriman had suggested it.
Have you been to? There's a couple blocks down.
I
in
just got
Collins
here, so
at the this place called La Cabrera, an Argentinian steakhouse.
Oh,
unbelievable!
I like Argentina.
Unbelievable. And even Roberto and Irina.
Yeah,
I told them where
we'll
I
go
told
to-
them where we went. And they said, "Oh, that's the best," you know. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe that will be tomorrow night then.
very, very good.
So I'm gonna take off. I will be around this weekend though as a player, and maybe I'll join my man Bill here on commentary.
We'll do
sometime
that.
this
I
weekend.
mean, I'm sure you'd rather me be commentating on your matches if you were.
Yeah, that's the plan.
If you're doing well.
Yeah.
But
That,
that's the preferred mode.
yeah. Unfortunately, back in September, I didn't have much time for commentary when I was at the Viking, and I'd like to have that same problem this weekend.
There you go. Okay.
Take care,
man.
folks. Have a
Thanks
great
for
one.
Stopping by. Good to see you.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, Bill.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate all your work.
And hello, Dawn. Good to see you. Okay, so Rory Pascar here from Chicago, lending his support to Avi's tournament here in Miami. So, okay, Crawford Games. So this cube is out of play. Okay, so oh, nice ace. Chris going to step up. I think he's got to. Could make the bar, the 7, yeah. But I'm tempted to step up and see if I can make the force the play. But Chris makes the bar, and I'll defer to him every time over my own capabilities. They let you into a Peruvian restaurant wearing that? No, I'm talking to you. That's true. Oh, I see. Okay, so okay, Alberto's still trying to force the issue, and a nice, from his perspective, dance by Chris. Now, this would be the best of all worlds if Alberto could gammon Chris on a Crawford game from even number away. But let's see what happens. What's he gonna play? 5 and 6? What are you looking at? That's his initial reaction. He could play to 7 and 13, or 7-11. I mean, sorry. And again, and then it goes back to right where I was talking about early in the match. You can see here we are at 12-5, so we probably played, 17, probably 10 games at least. Chris is at 9:49, and Alberto has still only burned 15 seconds. Okay, so he's going for the gusto here. Chris does not oblige him with a dance. Oh, okay, the Sebastian Wilkinson story. Yeah, I forgot. That's when I guess Rory showed up, or maybe that was when Avi showed up. But Sebastian was talking about how he likes to get his clock down and play with very little time. He said, if I'm playing with, effectively with no time, I can't sell myself on something stupid. I just have to play instinctively or so forth. If I have too much time, I might talk myself into something stupid. So I thought that was pretty funny. Okay, now Mr. Alberto needs a 6. He gets a 6. 6-3, plays well. Okay. gets hit, but set of threes, that's not good. That's what we call crunching. So this is going to be difficult for Alberto to win with his crunched board, 3 back. Pretty much the only way you can win it's a race. Joe, how's your match going? Joe lost. So yeah, Tara will this very likely could end right here. Yeah. Yeah, if we can track him down. I don't know. Yeah, tell Tara that you're finished. Okay, so you won. So this is going to be curtains at 13-5. Chris Trencher, nice win for him. Chris is a very strong player. Draws a tough opponent in the first round in Alberto Shawaki and manages to bring it home. So congrats. And I'm maybe counting my chickens before they hatch here, but congrats to Chris Trencher. So it looks as though, and we had 2 matches available, and it looks as though Urso's match is ready, provided we can track down Kimon Papachristopoulos, and so that may well follow up here on stream 1. I told Joe to talk to Tara, let her know that his match is over, and that he can try to track Kimon down. So okay, so we've broken the ice with our first match of the week. We had some guests step in. Avi Cohen, the organizer, producer of this great new event. Rory stopped by. Rory is to backgammon microphones what a moth is to a light. Never seen one he didn't like. And I like to tease him. So anyway, we should be soon getting certainly the Urso Papachristopoulos match going, and perhaps very soon thereafter the Mochi Malcolm Hudson match going. So don't go far. We're going to have more backgammon action here very shortly. Now tomorrow, we'll have second round matches of the Mega Jackpot, or we'll have first and second round matches. There'll be a second start of the Super Jackpot, the Ed O'Loughlin Super Jackpot, which is named in honor of Ed O'Loughlin, who passed away earlier this year. So that'll be, I think that's going to be a field of 32 in the Super Jackpot, this Mega Jackpot they had around to 16. And then they also have a Advanced Jackpot, which I think is going to be around of 32. So anyway, we'll have those tomorrow. Tonight, they were also starting a Tavli tournament, cubeless backgammon, in effect, tournament, which they hope to attract a number of, there's a lot of Eastern European, Mediterranean basin, Middle Eastern players here in Miami who have grown up playing various versions of Tavli or the cubeless game, and are not particularly necessarily familiar with the what I would call the modern international game. So they have this Tavli event, and hopefully will interest some of the traditional players here in this greater Miami area to play that and to get some exposure and perhaps generate some interest in the in the again the modern international game that does include the cube. And then let's see. So we've got those matches tomorrow. The side events will continue. The jackpot later rounds will continue. Tomorrow night the doubles begin. And then and I'm missing. We've got your normal. Conflagration of various side events that are ongoing. Speed gammon, seniors, blitzes. Just anything and everything. And then, come Friday morning, the main ABT events will begin, championship, advanced, and intermediate. So, and that'll be fun. And those, well, almost every event here is a rebuy event, but the ABT events are rebuy events. So, the first round will be pairings rather than an actual bracket. So those who win those first round pairings will advance to the undefeated bracket, which will be played beginning late Friday afternoon, early Friday evening. And then those that lose in that first round or in those first round pairings have the option to rebuy and try again. So, and I'm sure quite a number of those will do that. Typically, the rebuy price on that type of event is roughly 50% of the original price because you forfeit your second chance and last chance equity in the event for the rebuy opportunity. There we see it's Arena Litzenberger playing someone who I don't recognize right off in the BMAB event. Tara's kind of panning the room there. This is over on the streaming side. Greg Merriman playing, her name escapes me. I was talking to her just before the event started. Melanie Hughes. And streaming on down the table, what other BMAB matches are still going on? Jonathan Hardigree walking there in front of us. There's, I don't know either of those gentlemen, but another BMAB match going on there. Another on this front table. Again, probably some local players that I don't necessarily recognize. But they had 38 players in the BMAB event, and they played 5. It's kind of a truncated round robin. They each played 5 9-point matches beginning at 11 today and ending with a 5th round at 7:30 tonight. So those will be ending. So that's a lot of fun. People enjoy playing that event and having the opportunity to have their matches recorded and transcribed into XG and getting the results and so forth. So, and those also obviously are submitted for BMAB consideration toward, various ranking levels and what have you. So, popular event. 38's a nice field for that. Now we'll see. I've heard, widely varying numbers as to how many total players were anticipated to be here. So I don't know. We'll see. I haven't heard any actual registration numbers from the sources, Avi and Arda. So we'll see how that shakes out over the next couple of days. But, it's going to be fun. The hotel here in Sunny Isles, Florida, is beachfront. So, you can step off the back patio where the pool is and everything and right onto the beach and out into the Atlantic, I guess it is. I don't think if there's a barrier island in front of us or not. But it's not apparent if there are because it looks like open sea from my glances out there. So very nice location. The hotel's going through fairly significant renovation right now. I guess I don't know how long it's been here, but it's been here a long time. So they're, I guess, bringing it up to contemporary design and standards and what have you. But nice place, nice location. It's convenient to both the Miami airport and the Fort Lauderdale airport. So you have about equidistant to the two. So you have, various flight options to get here. And so it'll be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. And, it's always, backgammon tournaments are great social events. It's relatively small communities in certain regards. So you see a lot of people, perhaps you don't see them terribly regularly, but it's nice to see them again. I know a guy came up to me and I didn't recognize him at first tonight, but he came up and said, "Hey, Bill Rawls, how are you?" And I'm like, "Oh man, I'm great, but I'm afraid I'm drawing a blank here." And a gentleman by the name of Stu Katz has been around for a long time, hadn't played that much in recent years, but I bet it's been probably longer than I want to imagine, 12, 14, 15 years since I had seen him, but apparently he's living now in South Florida. So it was convenient for him to come out to the tournament, and it was great to, revisit some old times with him. And those are the great things. There's several of the German players here, Thomas Kazumia, Kimon Papakostopoulos, seems like there's another, but several German players, quite a few Brazilian players, Ronald Amarum, Ian McFarlane, Alfredo Unes. Who else? I don't know. I saw several of them, and see them all around the world. Several of them were in San Antonio this year, so it's fun to it's just such a great social environment, and that's as much a beauty of the game. Backgammon is it's a great game just as a game, but it's a great social game as well. And, and it can be played, and that's the great thing about it. It can be played on this expert level that you see many of these players at tournaments such as Miami, or it can be played on a, very basic social level at home with friends, after dinner or something like that. And, that's the beauty of the game. A lot of intricacies and subtleties in the game, but it's it's a very easy and fun game, easy to learn, simple rules. You can have a lot of fun. So, but you can take it to any level you want to take it, just depending on how your own wishes, what you want to do with it, and so it's a lot of fun. Okay. What did Joe say? I know he went looking for Kimon. I don't know if he. Okay. So hopefully Joe Urso and Kimon Papakostopoulos will be cranking up here shortly. They had put on the brackets that for the guys that were Urso was playing the BMAB, so they had estimated the time of to people like Kimon, who was not playing it. They had told him that his match would start at 9:30, which was something of an estimate. And here it is, 9:05, and Joe's been finished for 5 or 10 minutes. So as soon as they can locate Kimon, hopefully that match will start up, and Kimon doesn't necessarily have to be here until 9:30. But we'll see how that shakes out. And what else? It's one thing here on in Sunny Isles, Florida, and I mentioned something. We're on the ocean, and I don't think we have a barrier island in front of us. In fact, I think where we are at is actually a barrier island, so it is open water once you go offshore here. But tremendous amount of development here, condos, hotels, what have you, along the beachfront, and then along those Collins Avenues, the main drag up and down this part of the Florida coast, and just wall-to-wall restaurants and a lot of ethnic restaurants. Miami certainly has a lot of diversity, particularly South American diversity, and just due to the convenience of Miami. And there's little Miss Hannah DeRosier. Hello, Hannah.
Hello.
Every time I
Want me to go move? Want me to go move it?
Yeah, you can go move it.
Okay,
You're young enough you can do that. Just rotate it ever so slightly. There you go. That's probably good. Hannah DeRosier, and every time I see her, she's about 6 inches taller.
I'm in a size 10 in shoe.
10A shoe?
10, not 10A.
I'm going to say 10A is almost a ski, not a shoe.
Not in a 10A.
Well, I guess for girls and ladies, 10's a pretty good size shoe. And you're 12, huh?
I get it from my dad. I've
Look
already
out.
passed up my mom and my grandmother.
Oh, in height?
No, my grandmother in height
shoes.
and shoe, mom and shoe.
Okay.
And I might have passed up Joe too.
Joe?
Or so.
Oh, that's cold. That's cold, Hannah. So,
Oh, and my dad wanted me to tell a joke.
tell a joke?
Okay.
Okay, let's hear it.
What did the fish do? Wait, what did the fish say when he ran into a wall?
Is this a true fish or is this Rory?
I don't know.
What's a fish say when he ran into a wall? I don't know.
Damn.
Oh. Now.
Hey,
That's pretty funny.
Dad likes that one. Dad likes that one. We play whenever we have timeouts on the volleyball court.
Yeah.
We always say what we had for dinner last night
Yeah.
or a joke,
I see.
and everyone comes up with.
Now you
funny
play on kind of I don't know what the right team or club
tournament team.
tournament team
Yes.
volleyball. Now you used to play softball as well, and
Yes.
you've given that up, right? So you're focusing on
Mostly yes.
mostly volleyball. Okay. And
Me
you're
and
now, what are you? You're in middle school, huh?
Yes, 7th grade.
7th grade. Okay, so ultimately, I guess 5 or 6 years from now, are you going to be playing for LSU's volleyball team?
Maybe a little more than that. Oh yeah.
About
yeah.
that.
Yeah, probably. I didn't think about that yet.
Is that your goal?
Yes, most likely.
How's your backgammon game coming?
Good.
I saw you playing Mochi over there this afternoon.
I beat him.
You beat him. Nothing like teaching the #1 player in the world a little humility, huh? Well, that's good. That's good.
Well, now isn't he second now?
Well, he did lose the UBC to ZZ.
Yeah, Z.
Have you met ZZ?
No.
Okay, I know you've met a number of the top players and
Yeah, I
played
haven't
them.
met
You've met
Sanders, ZZ.
You've met Akiko. You've met Michi, Mochi.
Is Michi coming?
Not here, I don't think.
Okay, that's right.
And you've met a number of the Americans. Oh, you've met
Victor?
Victor. You've met Jorgen Granstedt. You played him
Yes.
in San Antonio.
And Victor. I think I
Victor.
already said Victor.
Neil Kazaros, you played.
Sanders.
Sander.
Sandy Lebufkin. Is
Sandy Lubetkin.
That? Oh, Lebufkin.
Oh, that's right. You beat him in Houston at one of our monthlies. And it's kind of funny. Sandy Lubetkin 30 years ago, was probably one of the top 5 players in the world. Now, he got away from the game quite a bit for a long time because he was a heart surgeon, or was a heart surgeon. But getting back into it now. But he's certainly a competent player, but he's not an elite player like he once was, perhaps. But I know it was funny that day he drew you in the first round in Houston, and he comes up to me to report it. I run that club, and he's like, Bill, I lost to a 10-year-old or 11. I don't know.
One of the
age,
two.
one of the two at the time, and he's like, just shaking his head like, I lost to a 10-year-old. Hey, but it happens. And so anyway, good to see you out and about. Now, what you're playing?
The youth tournament,
Right.
Intermediate. Dad's playing advanced
Right.
because we don't want to pull each other.
Don't want to
again.
run into each other.
Bang bang women's.
Are you playing the women's and the youth?
Yeah, that's gonna be difficult to
They
go
kinda
around.
overlap a little
Yeah.
bit.
So did the BMAB and
Yeah.
Jackpots.
Now, Vinny Ramirez, who you may know. Vinny's asking, is there a local club in Louisiana?
So me and Dad are trying. So last time, it was our first mini tournament. It was me, Dad, and 2 other people
Yeah.
at walk-ons. So
You got to start somewhere.
yeah, true. It was our first time. It was maybe
Now,
2
was that
months ago.
in Lake Charles or Lafayette?
Yeah,
or-
Lake Charles.
Lake
Walk-ons
Charles?
in Lake Charles.
Okay.
Popular sports bar.
Yeah.
Pretty off. Pretty. I know there's one in Baton Rouge. I just don't know about that.
I'm surprised you know much about the popular sports bars in Lake Charles,
Well, I mean,
Well, you are kind of a sports enthusiast. Huh?
yeah. Me and Dad watch a lot of sports. Mom is especially a football person.
Now, your dad told me, say hi to your dad, Jimmy, for me, Vinny says.
Where is he? Oh.
It's funny, your dad told me, and of course, Jimmy, I guess, Jimmy, your dad and your mom went to LSU, right?
I think Dad went to McNeese for some of the
initially?
years.
Yeah.
And then he went to LSU after that. And then I think Mom just went to LSU the whole time.
Okay, so they're big LSU fans. They go to a lot of LSU games, and then unfortunately, LSU got smoked pretty good by who was it, Alabama?
Yeah.
And a couple of
Long
weeks
time
ago, and I was talking to her dad that, and it's terrible weather too. I knew.
Oh yeah, we left like
He
before.
he said y'all adjourned to the motorhome out in the parking lot.
Well, it wasn't that bad after we left the rain,
Yeah,
but it was pretty
it
cool
was
because
still a pretty bad
yeah.
time to be an LSU fan, though.
But it was Veterans Day weekend, so they had they usually don't have a drone show in the sky, but they had a drone show showing just the different types of the military, like Marine Corps, Army,
Navy, Marine, just
Coast Guard, Air Force, all of them.
Well, that's good.
Pretty cool. Just like the symbols though, not them. Not if it was Army, they'd have stuff like that.
I told Joe,
Well, we should
we will
ask
stream them both.
We should ask them.
Okay,
what they
we've got 2 matches coming up. Who wants to? Yeah, well, let's just put Joe. I told Joe they would be on one.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say whichever one shows up first. There's your dad's Ola Vinny. He's in it. There's Kimon. Go ahead and kick them off. Okay, so Kimon, Papa Christopoulos, and Joe Urso are going to be on one. And Mochi and Malcolm Hudson will be on 2 here in a bit. Hey, look, your dad's checking up on you here,
Hey, well that's Vinny. Oh wait, you mean like on the comments?
Yeah, he's obviously watching because he said hello to Vinny there.
He's watching in the room. He tried to scare me because whenever he saw me walk past whenever I was leaving earlier,
Yeah.
he texted me and said hi whenever I came to wave whenever it was you and Rory.
Yeah.
So he texted me hi, and then he saw me walk past the screen again, so he tried to scare me. He looked out the peephole, and he was gonna knock on the door, and I did it to Mom later,
Yeah.
but it wasn't very loud. It didn't really scare. But he didn't get to do
Now,
it.
did y'all ever go out and have an actual dinner meal tonight, or did you survive on the delivered donut order that you had?
Well, so we haven't really finished all our food at other places, so we have leftovers. I had spaghetti and some of Mom's Italian food, and Dad had a Cubano from Presadino's.
No.
Dad, comment down below what the name of the restaurant was, like Presadino's or something. And it's a Cuban place.
Oh, was it good?
I had empanadas. That's really good.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. There's a lot of. I was telling people earlier, a lot of really nice restaurants right in this area, and a lot of ethnic restaurants.
Oh yeah, we heard y'all went to La Cabrera.
La Cabrera, that was incredible, and so and it's funny. That's La Cabrera is an Argentinian steakhouse, and we found out Padrino, as your dad said.
Yeah.
So after we had gone to La Cabrera on Monday night, I guess we were talking to Roberto and Irina yesterday, and they're Argentinian, and they were saying, "Oh yeah, La Cabrera is the best." So your dad needs to put that on his list. Okay, so here we got Mr. Joe Urso in the orange shirt on the left of your screen. He's playing the blue checkers on the top of the board.
He could be playing the orange with the bright orange shirt.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't he? But
You can go with his team.
Yeah, Kimon Papakristaboulos from Germany playing the orange checkers, counter to Joe's shirt on the bottom of the screen. Okay, so that worked out. So, let's see. I was looking at the small screen, reading the thing, and then I remember I need to look up at the 55-inch TV in front of us. A little easier. Okay, so now Urso was he won his first 4 BMAB matches and then lost in the final. So, but Joe's a great young player. He's a lawyer in the banking business in New York City. Kimon is a lawyer, and I don't know in what industry or anything like that, but he's a lawyer in Cologne, Germany. So we'll have a legal standoff here between Joe and Kimon. And again, this is going to be a case, our last match, we were kind of treated with, Alberto Shawaki, who used about 10 seconds in the whole match against an average, deliberate player in Chris Trencher. Here, you're going to see both of these guys are going to be in the Trencher mode probably of, they're typically not going to get in a lot of time trouble, but they're going to take the necessary time to in their estimation, look out for that baffle box.
It won't stand.
Yeah. Okay. So, we'll have to see. It's interesting. Kimon has both his Chrysloid points were slotted there for a second. Oh, I don't know. They haven't really commented much on it. Now this is a Chrysloid is the board sponsor for the Mega Jackpot event here, which all of these matches that we're streaming tonight are first round mega jackpot matches and this is a field of 16, $2,000 entry. So nice. What's 16 times 2? 32,000, and I don't know what the rake is. Probably 1029. They're paying 70-30. So it's probably 22,000 to the winner. So nice chunk of change. And you and your dad don't get in any little. No, you're not supposed to bet. But
No.
side bets. Do you go further in the advanced, or does he go further in the intermediate? Y'all don't kind of tease each other about that, huh?
We talk about it. I mean,
Yeah.
he played in a chouette yesterday. That's.
Yeah, he was playing Gigi and Swim over in his chouette.
Oh no, Gigi. That was for the lecture.
That was for the lecture in the.
Yeah, they were doing 5-point matches for the end of the lecture. He played with Tommy.
Oh yeah, Tommy.
Cat. I don't really know who he is. He's.
Oh, Kat Bakur from the UK.
Yeah. Tommy. Jim. Well, on the thing it was Jim. I don't know if they just
I'm not
shortened
sure
his
who
name
that
for because it was Jimmy and Jim, so I don't know
Yeah.
if they just shortened his name.
Okay, so
Something.
where
one more.
where are we here? Kimon's double threes. Both have pretty good structure. Joe has a more forward anchor than Kimon, which will give him a little bit more advantageous position here, but it's pretty much of a standoff at the moment. 2-3 is kind of an awkward play for Kimon. He's going to go to the ace point.
Okay, no. Just touch.
He's looking confused at the clock. I don't know what is Kimon not. I don't know.
He might be fascinated.
Okay.
6-2.
6-2. He'll play on in. Okay, he's fine.
Not the best roll.
And again, this is a ZMF tap and set clock, which are kind of neat. The pause button is underneath the top surface, so it provides a place to put the cube on top of the clock. And obviously, when you're using a scoreboard and a baffle box and a clock, oftentimes you don't have a central location for the cube, and this clock provides it. And we put neoprene pads on the top of the clocks so that the cube isn't as prone to slip or slide off. Now I noticed that I know you took what was going to be David Presser's boot camp and became Mochi's boot camp using David Presser's notes because David was ill. But did you learn a few things?
I did.
Okay, are there things are you going to be able to put them into your play this weekend? Do you think?
Yes, there's one that really helped me. It's called Pratt. Sounded like Mochi was saying plot though.
Yeah. Be nice. What do you remember what the acronym PRAT stands for?
Position, race, and threat.
Okay, very good.
2 out of 3. If you have the position and the race, but say you don't have the threat, then it's a double take. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
If you have
all 3, maybe it's a double pass.
All 3, I think it's a double pass, and then 1 or less.
Okay, now look, Joe sends that, and I think predictably, Kimon takes that. Now, what's Joe gonna do? Is he gonna bring both checkers out? Does he run around to the what would that be to the 10? I don't think he wants to leave 2 blots, but he is. He's gonna run around to the 10, but that's 7 away from his. From Kimon's anchor, so that's not terribly efficient. So, and Joe realizes that, so he's going to rethink this. 6-4. He's uncertain. He's okay. So okay, I'll take it to the 9. Yeah, Carl James minus 78 to play 2010. So for the reasons I noted, I think you're playing with those 2 blots now. Kimon needs to get one of those back checkers moving, and that play doesn't allow him to do so. So now the question is, does he maybe he plays to the 4 and leaves the checker on the midpoint and try to pick up a second checker if Joe doesn't come in. Joe rolls a set of 3s, which
2, 3.
very nice, forms the prime. Doubtlessly Joe's best roll at that point.
I'd probably come down here.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, I mean, his only other play was 5-2, and I don't know that accomplished anything.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, this doesn't really do much either. But, I mean, because it doesn't really slot the back of the prime because it's already a prime.
Yeah, so, I mean, here, Kimon's most important thing here is to not get another checker and thrown behind that prime. So he plays it such that the checker's 7 away. And so Joe will... Does he hang for another shot, or is he going to... he could play to the 4 and... could play to 4 and on to the 2, or he might step up to the 5 and try to put a little pressure, or to the 20 in this case, Kimon's 5, and put a little pressure on that blot out there.
Yeah.
And that's what he chooses to do. At least tentatively.
Yeah. Click the button. There you go.
Okay, so now Kimon would just like to safety that checker, and he can do so. So for the moment, it appears he's, going to just be able to keep the position with 2 back rather than having a 3rd checker back, and having the anchor as he does. Not a lot of gammons in this game, I don't think.
Where's your little tool go? Y'all always had like the little button pressing thing right here. Remember?
Oh, the telestrator?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if Tara's got it here or not. I guess she does. Here's the thing.
The tablet, fancy tablet thing.
Yeah. I don't know. She'll have to give me a refresher course in that. One of her ATEMs kind of controls it too. One of those little buttons.
Yeah, the button pad like the clear and
right.
and yeah.
Okay, so
Ooh.
That doesn't move. Yeah, Ian Hannah mentioned that right off. Said Joe should be playing the
That's what I said.
yeah, the orange checkers to match his shirt.
And
so
then Kimon's shirt
blue and blue.
Yeah. It would be so perfect.
yeah,
Oh.
we'll have to tell them to pay closer attention to the color schemes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kimon had a shot at it, which and Joe had none off, so that would have put Kimon into the game, but he
Oh, you gotta run.
he didn't hit it, and now he's way behind and probably just gonna lose 2 points here. So anyway, it's going to be interesting. I'm looking, we've got 16 in this mega jackpot. I think there's going to be 32 in the super jackpot, and that'll play out as a 32 if they end up with, an overflow 8 or 16 or maybe even an overflow 32. They'll play it as a second bracket and not take the original super to a 64 bracket, and that'll cut down a round. So and then we'll see what kind of attendance we have in the ABT divisions come Friday. They've lost a few players, and that David Presser was sick, and I hear Victor's under the weather and canceled as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
We haven't seen Mark yet either. Is he coming? I know he's supposed to
Mark
come.
Olson is supposed to come. I'm not sure of his travel plans when he's going to get here.
Yeah,
or anything,
I didn't know about that either.
But you've never met Mark?
But I think doesn't he have a lecture?
He has a lecture on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, I knew it was a later lecture than the first two.
Yeah, so I imagine, I don't know, he's obviously not playing in the Jackpots, but I imagine he'll be here in time to play in the ABT events. It's going to be hard for Joe to lose this. There it is.
Yeah.
So 2 points for Joe. So we're off and running. And we're still, what time is it? 9:30. So Mochi should be showing up
Pretty
sometime soon. I thought I saw Malcolm Hudson stick his head around the corner a few minutes ago. So I think he's through with his match. So as soon as Mochi arrives on the premises, then we'll have Mochi and
I think he still might be upstairs.
Malcolm Hudson on stream 2, which is on an Ace Point channel as well. And that's a little bit of a, in Dubai, which is really a great country.
Yeah,
You're gonna
Dad,
have to
listen
talk
to this.
your mom and dad into taking you there sometime. And your mom and dad will be on my case for putting these thoughts in your mind,
Dad's not on here right now, but Mom is. So, Mom, if you could try and talk to Dad, please. Mr. Bill would like
Well,
it.
I have to think that is it that Mom's got to talk Dad into it, or does Dad have to talk Mom into it?
Well,
Okay.
I don't know.
We get a little DeRosier family dynamics here.
Because we don't really like the hot weather, because that's going to be really hot.
Oh, we're talking hot. Now, I know you're from Lake Charles. I'm from Houston, so we have similar weather. We know what hot and humid is, right? We think we know what hot and humid is. Trust me, you've never seen hot and humid until you've gone to Dubai. But anyway, where I was going with that was 6 weeks ago or whenever it was in Dubai, Malcolm Hudson, who's from Australia, beat Mochi in the Super Jackpot in Dubai in the final.
Oh, in the final.
So Malcolm was saying he's sure that Mochi would like to
Rematch.
To pay him back, Rematch. So that'll be fun. And now, where we got Joe, kind of in an interesting little position here.
Oh, I had it backwards.
Yeah, Joe's through too. You have to, with them using a baffle box, you have to kind of look at see whose clock's moving to see
To see whose
whose turn it is, because you without the baffle box you can just look at which side of the board the dice is on, but here you have to look at the clock.
Yeah. There should be a rule where they have to pick up the dice if they're thinking about the cube, because that's gonna make it so much easier for the cube decisions.
Well, from a viewer perspective, yeah, that's a reasonable consideration.
Because otherwise, if you open this and they're on a cube decision and the dice are still on the board, but it's on
you
say
don't know.
Joe's side, you don't know if they're cube
Very
decision.
very good
still
observation, Hannah. Okay.
Okay, now I have the right person. 3, 4. Yeah.
Okay, so they're both need 6 to escape. I don't get it. Joe doesn't have much to do with that 3-1. Doesn't want the 2 blots in the outfield, so he makes the 9-point. Kimon keeps rolling 4 3s, and
He's not going to be in a very good position if he does.
Yeah, so it's who rolls a 6 first is what's
Yeah.
going to break this game up a little bit.
Or 5 for
Joe,
Joe.
he'd have really preferred any 6 other than a 6-4, perhaps, but
Yeah.
so I
probably not
guess
the
he's
best.
going to probably go to the 3, I think, but okay, so
I would
that's
keep
kind
it
of
going.
the obvious 6, but I'm with you.
I would keep it
I think you
going.
just keep it going. Now he's gonna
That
play it
seems
big
a
a little bit,
Yeah, that seems like a lot. That seems too much.
but it does give him the if Kimon doesn't roll a 6,
Give
then
him the
Joe's
7.
got the probability of making the bar point on the next
Yeah.
roll.
Then
But
it'll
he's got
take him
duped 6s, well 5s and 6s. He needs a 5 or a 6 to get out. He
And he's
needs a 6
duping
to
the
make the
6.
bar point.
Yeah.
So he's got some duplication against himself there with that play. But Joe's a super player, so I'll defer to him. Kind of interesting. You see, Joe's used 5 minutes, and Kimon's used a minute and a half. And it's not that Kimon just hasn't had much play to play.
Yeah.
He's not been faced with many decisions to this point. Okay, so Joe gets away with that, a little bit bigger play. But here it's, again,
2
Joe
down? No.
he can escape with a 6,
Yeah.
but he needs a 6 to cover. So he's really got that anti-duplication against him here.
Oh, he made
but
it.
He's got the ace inside. Okay, so now Kimon would like a 1. Doesn't get it. Double
so
2s. He
close.
can make the 9. He can make the. I think I might make the 9.
Oh. He dropped it.
Yeah, he dropped it. Checker. I think I might make the 9 to try to squeeze Joe a little bit here. Yeah, I think that's right. We got up to 54 viewers. Not a lot of like buttons. Y'all be sure and hit those like buttons.
I got a trick.
Uh-oh.
If you would like me to win, hit the like button.
Oh, you want Hannah lobbying for some support here for this week, huh?
And wait, that's Ace Point? Oh, the mainstream's on Ace Point?
Yeah, the mainstream's on Ace Point this week.
Oh, we're not helping Mark out this week? Over
No,
this tournament?
I'm not sure of the negotiations or discussions between Avi and Mark as it relates to this tournament, but we're not streaming on Galaxy, so we're streaming on Ace Point. We're going to be streaming probably a little bit on the Sunny Backgammon YouTube channel. No, is that the name of it? Sunny That's not right. Sunny Florida. Sunny Florida YouTube channel.
Yeah, I still don't know.
Maybe a bit on USBGF's YouTube channel. Avi's got a new channel.
Oh.
What's that called?
I was going to say, 'cause
Miami
is this his first
Miami
tournament?
Open Backgammon YouTube channel.
Oh, is this
But
his
it's
first?
just started. It only has like double-digit subscribers, and when we were going to try to stream 3 on it tonight, but since it had never,
Do y'all have a Stream 3?
we have it set up for one, but we don't have we didn't have a stream 3 tonight because 2 of the matches had to wait, and Trencher and Chiwaki finished before the other 2 matches started.
Yeah.
So anyway, we will stream some on the weekend, particularly or over the week. On stream 3 will be on the Miami Open Backgammon YouTube channel. They'd never been streamed on before, so we were going to do that tonight, but we learned that when you schedule the first stream ever on a channel, you have to wait 24 hours before you can stream. So
Yeah.
Tara set it up was going to set it up this afternoon and gets a message, you got to wait 24 hours. We're like, oh, okay.
Since when? I feel like I've never heard that before.
I don't know. We've not really, we're normally streaming on Ace Point or Galaxy or USBGF, which are established channels. So we've never really streamed to a brand new channel.
Yeah.
So even Tara, who's kind of a YouTube guru and video guru, she didn't know that. So she got surprised by by that development. So come, well, it was 24 hours from about 3 o'clock this afternoon. So come tomorrow night, perhaps Stream 3 will be on the Miami Open Backgammon YouTube channel. Are you kidding?
What?
He said somebody lifted one of our scoreboards.
And it was taped.
It was taped down.
I saw she had duct tape earlier.
Yes, so they don't move around much. That's amazing. Somebody took one of our scoreboards from a streaming table. That's just staggering.
We gotta go watch the playback.
Well, if she had the camera on, I was telling. Oh, she found it. Who did? Somebody accidentally picked it up, she said.
Excuses.
I was laughing. I think I was telling you the story yesterday or something. At Stockholm this year at the Swedish Open and the World Team Championship, some woman on a streamed match, and the players took a break. And this one woman was sitting kind of over in the back of the room, but she was you could see her on the commentator cam. And she gets up and walks over to the board and takes the cube. And Tara and I were in the commentator room or something other, and we're like, what is she doing? She didn't realize she was on camera. Tara goes in there, give me that cube. So it was pretty funny. Caught.
Well, especially if it was one of the clocks, that'd be worse than
Yeah.
Oh, I see it taped down on the screen now.
Yeah. That keeps them, a lot of times when people are changing, and particularly when it's like behind a clock or something where you got to reach over something, it's pretty easy to kind of move the scoreboard around somewhat.
Yeah.
So Tara started taping them down. And here we have, it's white gaff tape on a white tablecloth. So you can still see it, but it's not. Doesn't jump out at you
it's
necessarily.
not like
black on white. Yeah. Okay, so Joe's stuck behind his 6 prime. And the one good thing about this position, from Joe's perspective, is the cube is in the middle.
Yep.
And Camone's kind of been forced to play on here.
Well, now he's not trapped behind a 6 prime.
Yeah, but he didn't roll a 6 to get the spare out. So Camone has little downside here, so he can just play on and see if he, were to luck into a rare gammon at this point. Yeah, that was in Stockholm, but yes, in Dubai, apparently you. Somebody explained to me, in Dubai the laws are such if they consider it the offending.
They take off the
offending part of your body. So, like if you steal something, they cut your hand. And this is true. And this is maybe more old school for certain Islamic cultures, the fundamental Islamic cultures, perhaps. But if you steal something, they cut your hand off. If you you blaspheme or, like take the Lord or Allah in their case, name in vain or say something, cut the tongue out. And other assorted appendages for various crimes.
What if I headbutt someone?
Well,
my head?
That could be problematic, I guess. Okay, so Joe ends up losing a point to Camone there, 2-1. But truly, Vinny, I was talking to somebody earlier today, and Tara and I, of course, have done the Dubai tournament streaming and commentary the last 2 years, and had never been there before. Always wanted to go because of, it's just obviously promoted as a very beautiful place with all the tall buildings and this, that, and the other. But you hear a lot of things about, it's Middle East in a Islamic country, and there's a lot of repressive things.
Yeah.
But we didn't see any of that in Dubai. Dubai was just, it was just like being in Houston or Dallas or
Except
Baton Rouge.
way hotter.
Way hotter. But as far as, freedom to move around and what you wear, there was nothing that we observed or experienced in any way. It was just a very pleasant experience both of the years we've been there, and we look forward to going back again next year.
Well, in Baton Rouge, it's more different because on game day, especially my friend and I, she thinks it's funny because she has not like a beef, but she doesn't agree.
Well, here's Malcolm Hudson. You going to try to keep your string up against the Mochi men, or what? Huh? Yeah, you'll be on stream too, whenever Mochi shows.
No, but she has this thing where on game day for LSU, we took her to her first LSU game, and there's a guy who speaks about Jesus on the corner while you're walking to the game, and he said once, if you sin once, you're going down there.
Yeah.
She thought it was wrong, and it's just the thing. Every time we see him, it's just funny.
Okay.
Mom takes a picture, sends it to him. It's funny.
I'm very happy chilling.
So here, Joe's got a 3-2 to play, which is kind of a lot of people might make the 21-point anchor here, but Joe's playing with it a little differently. Kimon doesn't, he doesn't have a spare on the 8, so he doesn't have a lot of threat potential against Joe. 5-3, he dances. So now let's see does Joe get frisky with the cube here? He's only got 4s and 9s to cover. Did I say 9? So now he's probably, Kimon enters with a deuce, but had he danced, Joe would have probably obviously played on. Joe might have a decision to make now. Okay. There it comes. Said, think about that one. Ian says cube for sure. Joe Urso agrees with him and says, think about this one, Kimon. 10 checkers in the zone. Both checkers, one on the ace, one on the deuce. This is problematic. I'm not sure. Kimon, sure. He takes it. Okay. Oh, gets hit. That's a bad parlay from Kimon's perspective. And I guess he's going to come out. He doesn't want to play off the midpoint. Joe is wanting to double him again, I think. Okay, so he's going to put that checker up. Now, does he play to the 11 and just really go for the gusto? No, he stacks another on the 13. You could play to the 11 and just have yet another builder. Now would it work because Kimon danced. Now Joe gonna hit it, step up. Now he can cover with a 6, but Kimon, look at this set of joker double 2s. Makes the point, makes the 4, and another. Well, you had 2 in the air, so okay. 3-5 now. Kimon. He got holding the 2 cube. He's only down 2-1, so that's not a hugely significant thing, but it's a lot of threat against Joe, does Kimon want to
With any sixes that hit?
any 6? And then you got what, 5-2, 5-3,
No, he doesn't.
stuff like that.
Eh.
Double 5, that comes, and then come out to the 18. This is going
pretty
south,
good.
going south in a hurry. Now, unless Joe enters, Kimon's probably going to have to play on here. I don't know that I would do this. He's got 2 in the air. I might, what
gotta
you would
come
call
out
split
here.
the baby. Come out with one and come down with one.
Oh.
You know?
I
But
don't know, that seems like a lot of blots though. Even with.
but he's
Oh,
with
well,
2
he's
in the
got
air.
2 on the bar.
So
Yeah.
that way you just
Yeah.
ultimately maximize your flexibility. If you come out with one and down with one.
Yeah, just 5 blots. That's a lot to me.
Okay, he's going to play it this way, which is
Yeah,
perfectly reasonable. And that was his initial gut reaction. And then he was looking at, the various options that were in play. Okay, 2-6. Well, they're still looking for the mochi man over there on table 2. He hadn't showed yet. Malcolm's ready to play.
Do you know if they've looked up?
I don't know.
Last time
I would
saw
assume
them,
they would have went upstairs to the primary playing room. Okay, here's the. I think Joe's got to let this go as a recube.
Yeah.
That's asking to get hit with 8 pretty quickly if you're unlucky. I think you've got to let this one go. We're at a center cube. You could probably take it.
Yeah, but
With a 4, where you're looking at, if you get gammon dropping 8, probably going to be a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, I can't swallow a pill anyway. I can. It's just some of them are really
Just
big.
something about it, huh?
This morning I had a little trouble taking my daily, but I got it. My vitamins, I got it.
What's that? Your daily vitamin or something?
Yeah, it's like a teen maxi pre-teen maxi, something like that. I don't know.
Vitamins and minerals and stuff, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Joe's putting a considerable thought into this, and he's got a lot of time, and this is a huge decision.
You probably should be taking this first time.
It's this is and the elite players like these guys are, I mean, they recognize the obvious critical junctures, and he's going to let it go as that. Again, as a center cube, you take that. As a recube, I don't think you can take it. You're putting 8 in play too easily. Okay. Okay, so looks like they're going to take a little break here. So early on, it's 3-2 Kimon Papachristopoulos.
That's funny.
Yeah, so
I always thought I was like, I've heard that name before. I just never really heard the name before. Like
a lot of people, he goes, know him by Kimon and call him Kimon or Kimon P. or something.
Papachristopoulos.
But it's actually it's a relatively easy name to pronounce. Read once you've heard it.
Yeah,
Papachristopoulos.
Yeah, it reminds me of Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I don't know. The name just
And of
reminds me of
course,
Santa
he's
Claus.
I think of Greek heritage. That's a Greek name.
Yeah.
But he lives in Germany.
I'm trying to make words out of his name. It's got Papa, Christ.
Well, and those are the kind of, what do you call those things? Mnemonics of sort, ways that you remember something by associating it with something else.
Yeah, in 3rd grade, whenever we learned the word together, we always said it to get her. I've remembered that my whole entire life. I still remember.
It's funny
that.
how little things like that sometimes stick
Just-
with you.
Yeah, just stuck in my brain.
To get her.
And everyone.
Well, and that's good for not only remembering the word, but even spelling and things of that nature on occasion.
Yeah. That's funny.
Okay, so there's Mr. Ray. Ray Fogerlin.
What's up?
What's up, Bubba? Sit down if you want to.
Doesn't look like you're streaming anything.
They're on a break.
Yeah.
Kimon and Joe Urso.
And then they're looking for Mochi.
And yeah, they're looking for Mochi to play Malcolm Hudson on the other stream.
Starting so late.
Because Hudson and Urso were both in the BMAB and had to play the 5th round BMAB match.
They told me I couldn't play in the BMAB.
Don't get me to lying. I'm just reporting.
I would have done that, but then I would have been playing. Well, I managed.
Did you play in the Super Jackpot?
Yeah.
Did you win?
Mega Jackpot. Yeah.
Uh,
Won one.
Oh, you played in the Mega. Who'd you play? Remember?
Alfredo something.
Oh, Alfredo Unis, the Brazilian player. Yeah, pretty good player. He won the Super Jackpot in Monte Carlo 4, 5, 6 years ago.
Awesome. I don't know if
He beat Trencher in the Super Jackpot final in Monte Carlo. So
I rolled some jokers, but he was playing way fast. So.
yeah, he's a good player. Where's the Mochi man, Malcolm?
Mochi man.
They're trying to track him down, huh?
Hey,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay, so
Mochizuki.
Kimon is back. Joe never left. So we're
Oh, yeah. Sure.
back to playing here. Now it's really quieting down in this room, so I'm gonna speak in pretty low tones here, as you might. We'll pull the mic up close to you.
I'm pretty loud. Just
Yeah.
in general.
Well, you have that high voice,
Yeah.
high voice of youth, you know, so it carries sometimes. So we, want to be sure that Joe and Kimon can't hear us. We're probably, 60, 80 feet away behind an air wall, but the air wall is open on one end. So anyway, hopefully that won't be a problem. Tara's over there monitoring the matches and all, so I'm sure if she could hear something, she would say something. And in fact, if Kimon or Joe could
Heard
hear
someone.
anything, they
Hopefully
would
they'd tell
say
us.
something anyway.
Hey, look, if I stay right here, then it's not as loud. On there, at least. At least on here. Not really over there.
So, okay, so a little bit of a hitting exchange here early on. Yeah, what? You want to sit?
Yeah, come join me.
Okay, I'm going to go see if... Yeah, I'm going to go see if I can find Mochi. Tara's going to sit down with Hannah here for a minute, so I'll be back.
Yeah.
Well, no, because now you gotta put your name on there. Do you even have your name saved?
No, I don't actually.
You
For a
should.
good reason.
You should have it saved. So you could come on.
There we go.
Oh, Vinny said check the bar for Mochi. I don't think they had one. Because in San Antonio, they have like a built-in bar in the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think they have one here.
Well, this entire hotel is under construction, so it's kind of tough to even get something,
Yeah,
for dinner or lunch or something. So,
especially in the hotel. Don't they have two
Exactly.
restaurants in here, or they're making two?
I think so. I think you're right.
Because they have they do have the bar outside. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Next to but it's closed.
But I don't think they have food, right?
They have food.
Oh, I mean, like now, currently.
Oh, probably not now.
Okay. It's kind of tough. But there are lots of good, fantastic restaurants super close by, so it's not
Yeah.
terrible.
Because there's Porterhouse, and that's a bar. So
Okay.
that is kind of maybe like a 5-minute walk.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, 3-3.
Is he? Did you find him? Okay, I'm sorry. I was overhearing something that sounded Japanese. Okay. Oh, I guess I can look right there. Yeah, Stream 2 has not been kicked off yet. We are just waiting for Mochi to arrive. He will be playing Malcolm Hudson of Australia, and that should be a fantastic match. So, telling everybody, telling a big crowd, all of your fans and followers who are excited to play or to see you play.
Does it say how many people?
Right now, 47. Okay. You see what it says? Watching now. Started streaming 2 hours ago.
Okay.
47. Okay.
Should refresh it because I told people to. Oh wait, I want to. I forgot I did that.
Yeah.
Refresh.
Tell them to like and
31, I got it
subscribe.
up.
There you go.
Still on that. Oh, okay, you just finished.
Okay. When to get back to our serious match.
5-4 for Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did y'all hear? Y'all should have put Joe on the orange check.
Why is that?
Because you ran orange. And then
I didn't think about that.
Oh, well then, Kimon had his blue navy sweatshirt on.
Mm-hmm.
So it was working at the time.
So next time I will follow your color coordinated checkers.
Yeah, because then it just makes more sense.
It certainly does.
Okay, 6-6. I don't think he's played
So
any
he's
yet.
played. Has he played one?
I think he has to the
To the 18, yeah.
Okay, so there's.
Okay, he's played none.
So. No, we can't move those. Or can't make any. This is a difficult one. It's a lot. 1, 2, maybe. I would say hit, but you can't. 3, 1 more. I don't know if I. Oh, never mind. Oh, he fans. Cube? Oh, see, there should be a rule like that. I said that earlier to Mr. Bill.
Mm-hmm.
There should be a rule to where if you're thinking about the cube decisions and you're using a baffle box, you should pick up the dice. Because then it's easier to understand.
That's a very, very good rule.
But it is kind of difficult to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He's trying to just what? Maybe he is too good.
Is that how you spell Papa Christopoulos?
It is.
Oh.
It's not.
No, it's missing an A.
missing an A. Hang on 1 second. I'll come right back and correct that. Oops.
It's okay.
Thank you again.
Oh, that was Vinny. That wasn't me. Good job, Vinny. If you're still watching. I don't know if you got off already. Okay. So. Still gotta see. I just don't know if you can. I don't know. This is a hard one. Oh, he took. Okay, be quiet. Okay, he took. Let's see, 5-4. Oh, no, wrong person. 4, and he covers. Ooh. Ooh, 2 and hits. Oh, wait, no, wrong person. Oh, wait, no, wrong person. Wrong side, too. 6-1. Oh, okay, Tara fixed it. Miss Tara fixed it. Okay, 6-1. Okay, bang. Now I got 2, 1, 4. Oh, that was quick. 6, 3, 4. Okay, that's people now. Okay, so now we have a 3, 4, 4. Oh my goodness, they're playing so fast. Okay, 4, 1.
Thank you for everyone. Ah, thank you. Is that Vinny?
Yeah, that was Vinny.
Thank you, Vinny, for pointing that one out. Sorry. That's right.
No, because earlier I was trying to see how many words I could divide Papa Christopoulos into, and I remembered seeing Papa, and then Christ, and then
Top.
yeah. Okay, so let's see, double threes for Joe. 1, I think. 2, 3, 4. Maybe 1. No, probably not. Oh yeah. Oh, I do like that play. Looks pretty good.
So have you been learning a lot from Justin?
We've been kind of off and on lately
Okay.
because of the newborn.
That
I
makes
forgot the
sense.
name.
Josh.
Sorry, Justin. Yes, Josh.
Josh.
I keep thinking Joshua
Uh-huh.
or like Justin Jr. I don't know. That kind of rhymes though. Justin
Well, of
Jr.
course it's Justin Jr. Right. That's right. Justin the second. Okay.
Stay through this game if you want.
No, but what do you know about?
Arda says he will find Mochi.
Okay.
Well, do they know what room number he's in?
I'm sure they do. Arda said he would take care of it.
Vinny said check the bar.
Well, Mochi has been in the streaming room pretty much 24/7 for the past 2 days.
Knows where
So
it is.
Yeah,
maybe he's sort of tired of being here.
probably.
But certainly he wasn't being streamed. He was instead giving the
Lecture.
boot camp.
Oh yeah,
lectures.
I took his quiz. I got 2 correct out of 8.
What? That's not bad because that's a super
Well, the
hard
winner only
quiz.
got 4.
Yeah,
Look at that. Very impressive.
I beat Dad. Dad only got 1.
Oh my goodness.
Tell the world.
Oh, I didn't realize. I figured that was. I kind of figured that was a joke, but I didn't want to sound rude and say it was. So I didn't know. I was stuck. Sorry.
Anything? Because I still will need to kick that stream off
Oh, they
quickly.
had another big cube at play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last game, Kimon got to send
Oh,
Joe
tasty.
one. This time, Joe sent it Kimon.
It looks like we will not be having stream 3 as originally planned broadcast today.
Oh yeah, probably not today.
Yeah, that was intended to be streamed or directed to the Sunny Florida Backgammon channel. And I'm sure we will be streaming there tomorrow, so just hang tight. At least I think so.
I've never heard of the Sunny Florida Backgammon channel before.
That's the Sunny Florida, I think, Backgammon Club is a large club in the Palm Beach and Miami, I guess Fort Lauderdale areas.
If you just started watching, hit the like button and hit subscribe to help Mr. Bill and Miss Tara.
Well, thank you.
Hannah, is this take?
Oh,
Uh,
Kimon, the Andre and
Hell
Bobby
no.
Roberts.
you do have a direct 6 to hit, but then you are behind a
I'm
broken
not
6
taking
prime.
it. Oh, it's got to be a take. Ian Terry says it's got to be a take. So all the times that Kimon can't jump that 4 prime, not so good. Oh, I'm
That could
sorry.
easily be
Wait a second. This Joe's on roll.
5 or a broken 6 shortly, though.
I mean, Joe's 3-2's playing. Gotta be a take. Huh. Almost looks like checkers are orange slices.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Oh, yeah.
Because they kind of have like the veins, I guess.
Yeah, like the little
Yeah,
Sunburst.
that's how my other board was.
Mm-hmm. He's pondering this one heavily.
I do think it's a take two. I honestly don't know how. Because, I mean, he does. I don't know. I'm gonna go with a take. I think I got a take. I kind of feel like I'm being loud. Because I keep forgetting that they're right over. Oh, Mr. G. Olson. I've always wanted to ask this question.
Gary. That's Gary.
Oh, Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Are you Wait, is he related to Mark?
No, Mark Olson spells his name differently.
Olson?
No, Olsen.
Oh, that's wrong.
Mm-hmm. But that was close.
You know, Gary Olson's in Houston. You probably met him. Guy, older guy with real long hair.
What, didn't you beat him? Didn't you beat him in like the?
Maybe.
I think so. I'm positive you beat him.
That was still at.
That's at the Houston club.
I know. Not the Bull and Blue or the other one, Craft Republic.
Okay.
Was it at that one?
I think it could be. Could very well be. Wow. Swedish farmers. Okay. I have no idea what this means. Swedish farmers.
Is that like? Is that like Swedish farmers like? That's what an Olsen is?
Table.
Or you are a Swedish farmer?
Excuse me.
Okay, I just put that in there because I don't know too. Okay. So let's see. Now we got Joe. Joe has a 4-3. Comes in with the 3. I don't know. Maybe hit? No, probably not. Come out. Yeah.
Okay, Bill is back as well. Arda is trying to track Mochi down so that Malcolm Hudson and Mochi can play. And
oh wait, so I almost had it right. Is it Olsen a Swedish? Is like an Olsen a Swedish farmer?
Came from Sweden. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Mark Olsen is spelled differently, and he's from Denmark. But those are Scandinavian names. Okay, so.
It's a 4-2. Yeah, that's.
Timon kind of weathered the storm here. Oh, Ian analyzed it apparently and said it was a big pass. I was torn on that one. I wasn't sure, but maybe it was the same sort of situation that Joe had faced in the prior game. I think there's a little bit more play in this one for Timon, but again, it was a recube to 4 in a 13-point match with a gammon potential it's a pretty big swing potential, a lot of risk. Could be a lot of reward as well, though. So,
okay, let's see here. 2-2. Has he played one? Doesn't look like it.
Thinking about that, but Timon's got a 5-point board too, so Joe's got to be a little respectful of that. And again, that 4 cube in play is okay. He can do this. Now the problem with that is a 3-5.
Subscribe.
No. I'll have to go look at the brackets. What time do we start tomorrow?
You can change it. I'm not really looking at it. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's see. 5-4. Okay, now we got.
Okay, so this.
5-3. Oh yeah.
This could get expensive for Mr. Papa Christopoulos. What's up, Carlos? Okay, Timon would Well, obviously he can't. There's no future in hitting or anything. He just wants to try to not not get a second checker sent back if he can preclude it in any fashion.
5.
And he can't preclude it in any fashion. Maybe.
What does
So he
preclude
just
mean? Like stop it?
Stop it, eliminate it, remove the possibility. So he's going to leave that checker 7 away. So that's probably the least shots for this toward the second checker, but it creates some maybe future messes in his home board as well. So, okay, so he's trying to. He doesn't want the second checker hit. Well, he gets the first checker hit, which now he's got a third checker in play as well.
Oh, he missed. Wait, no, he didn't.
Like this. So now Joe could hit the checker on the deuce and pick up the other checker. He dupes his 2s. He had a 2, and then the other guy hit it and killed his 2 and gave him a dancing number. So.
Oh, that's funny.
6, 5.
Uh-oh. 3 blots.
Oh, wow.
This could hurt.
Oh, no.
Is there rules that it must be like that?
This could hurt.
Oh, something happened.
It's my checker though.
Yeah, but
And it's for the camera.
yeah, no, let's call. I mean, we call directly.
Oh, he wants it.
I'm a little bit. Okay.
What do they
Okay,
do?
Tara's.
Why you
I
touch
think Tara is there. Is there some
Yeah, I'll go.
dispute over?
You want to go see if she's over there? My goodness.
I'm annoyed by the rule. So, and then if he's fiddling around with the checker, that
There's any need of looking at a.
I think.
Joe's kind of a.
Just because you're upset at the dice.
Timon's kind of a antagonist
I
sometimes,
understand
and
that.
Joe is a real stickler
I just put it here.
for the rules.
When you slam the checker down,
I'm sorry for that.
you know, come on,
Yeah, that is the problem.
seriously.
We probably don't need the director for this one. I wouldn't think so.
Okay, but does it matter to you?
Does it matter to you?
I mean, it matters for the camera. Some
No,
judge-
everybody knows.
they ask us
Or
to do
so
this
can get.
we
Oh.
try to do
Well,
it.
again, Timon is an antagonist. He just likes to. Yeah, I'm on. And that's okay. I mean, I'll tell him to his face he's an antagonist. He knows it, but he's just.
Oh,
he's
okay, good. They figured it
he's
out.
having fun with it.
I know he's smiling entirely at the same time.
Yeah, he's a Greek heritage. He lives in Cologne, Germany. He's a lawyer, but he likes to push people's buttons, and he'll freely admit it. I mean, I know Kimon well, but yeah, I'm not going to repeat that one. Anybody can read it if they want to. But one, I mean, you know, Kimon's not real excited about the position he's in this game anyway,
Yeah.
right? So,
Well, no, because he wasn't hit at the time that they were wanting to stack the checkers.
yeah, I mean, he might get a 4th checker picked up,
He could.
and you get 4 closed out. You got danger.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh. So close.
Yeah, I mean, Joe can just hit freely, trying not
6
to
or
let
something. Oh.
Kimon make an anchor. Kimon better roll a 3. Okay, so he's going to have probably 4 closed out
Move.
Okay.
Yeah, come out with the 5. With that one too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably right.
Yeah.
You're not gonna. He'd have
No,
to
that
come
was
in
6.
immediately and then roll
That was
something
6.
squirrely
Oh
to
no,
leave
that's an
another
illegal
shot.
move. That's an illegal move.
He'd have to come in with a set of 3s.
Are we doing anything about that or?
What's that?
It was an illegal move.
Oh, no, it's not a legal moves tournament.
Oh. Yeah, because he came from the inside bar point to the outlet. He came out with a 6 instead of a 5. Unless I just read the dice wrong. See, Ian and I agree.
Let's see, Arda came in the room and was talking to Tara, and he's throwing his arms up. So apparently he hasn't had any success in finding Mochi. Yeah, he's over here talking to Malcolm Hudson. Yeah, Ian, Hannah said there was illegal play in there, but it's not. They're not playing legal moves in this tournament. No dice on checker. No legal moves.
Oh, it's still on his. They're using up Papa Christopher's time. He hit the clock at the same time.
Big John Banks saw it too. Hello, John Banks. There's a. I noticed that when Joe was doing something there, Camone's clock was running. So I'm confused. I'm confused.
Yeah, he hit the clock, but he hit the clock, but he didn't hit the clock. Like I saw him touch the clock, it just didn't go.
Okay, so whatever the case, Arda had talked to Malcolm Hudson over here.
I wonder what's going to happen with that match.
And I saw him walking out, and he stopped again. And
Well,
that saves the BG anyway. So I don't know what the resolution of the Mochi Hudson match is going to be. Mochi can't be found. But that's not in my purview. We are only in the streaming commentary business. We'll leave the
finding.
We'll leave the
I'm good at hide and seek.
Directorship duties to Arda and Avi.
Oh wow.
Now you are Ryan's mother, huh? He's a favorite of ours. And Tara, who's my wife, is running the streaming. Did she talk to you? Ryan's one of her absolute favorites. She calls him her godchild or whatever. So I told her, I sent her a text and I said that you're Ryan's mom out in front. You know that I'm a fan, watching every time. Every single time. So yeah, I feel like this is just fascinating to me to be standing beside her. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, now it's probably interesting for you to be able to see all the streaming setup and all of the equipment and everything. It's pretty amazing. And, here's another one of the younger players than Ryan. Hannah DeRosa. You've probably seen her. If you...
you
Well,
think?
Ryan didn't make it, obviously. Or is he coming?
No, he's not coming. Ryan is trying to finish his degree.
Yeah. What's he studying?
He's studying finance.
Okay.
His final year, and he's only got a few classes left, and he's just trying to get them done. So done.
I'm sorry? Yeah, it was a 4
Cuban
cube.
gammon.
4 Cuban gammon. He's lucky he didn't get BG'd. He rolled a set of 5s to come in. Now, Ian Terry is in the house and watching. We're sitting here. The first time I've ever met Ryan Rebello's mom is here with us, standing over here. Ryan.
Do you think for the youth tournament they would let Ryan or Oliver play?
I don't think. No, Oliver's 24 or 25, and Ryan's what?
Oh, look, there's Mochi.
Just turned 23.
I thought Oliver
Both
was like
by
21.
age and.
People forget. They still remember when he was like 19 or 20.
Yeah.
Oh, they found Mochi.
Well, same thing. ZZ just turned 25, I think. He just turned 26. Ava, yeah. Yeah. Ava is, I know his mom well. She's
We
a
found
nice lady.
Mochi. Not us. Arda did. Arda found Mochi. Okay, let's see. 4-1.
Okay. Now, over on, and Tara's cranking up stream 2 now.
We have found the Mochi.
Ace Point YouTube channel. Stream 2
Oh, that's pretty.
is fixing to start. Malcolm Hudson from Australia and Masayuki Mochizuki
That's a
from.
big yacht.
Oh, okay. They've decided not to play tonight. They're going to play tomorrow at 11 a.m. I've just been informed.
Okay.
So Mochi and Malcolm will play tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. So much for that. But now we know anyway.
At least we found him.
Yeah, so it's been resolved.
Here we go.
Now this is interesting. I like Kimon's position, and Kimon is down 10-3, so not he's got to play a little bit more aggressively, and he's done so. Now, and Kimon is a obviously 8 away. Joe's only 3 away, so you're not going to see that cube leave Joe's hand unless it's down to 1 checker and 6 or something like that. But he's going to ride this cube all the way home. He's not going to put a large number in play. Now, do you play backgammon?
No,
Do you know how?
I know how.
See, that's how
Now, Tom told me your name. What's your name? Ann? Ann, okay.
I'm like the, armchair quarterback, so I sit here and watch this, and I know everything when they put the hints up there. All makes sense. I've played a bit, but I'm not.
Yeah, okay.
That's how my mom is. She knows how to play, but she doesn't play.
Okay, so Kimon's got a reasonable shot. It's probably about 50-50 here. Joe could come in, but Kimon also has to get out, and there's a 3-6 to get out. So now Joe better roll a 4. He does roll the 4, but doesn't get him anywhere, and Kimon's going to be attacking him like a rabid dog to a pork chop. So he's definitely hitting him. Kimon needs 4 points, so he's going for 4 points. This is the this is the game of the match. Ryan could. I keep saying Ryan because I got him on my mind here. Joe could win it here, or Kimon could get back in the match here. Oh, now Joe just needs to get out of Dodge, I think. Limit the damage to 2 points and be thankful that you got out of this. So that's, Joe's just playing to save and likely will. There's a very rare gammon out there, but there aren't many rare gammons if Joe's going to roll 6-5. Well, we are on, I was going to say it's 10:30, but that's only 9:30 Central, so you're not up that late. Yeah?
No. I was getting in bed at 9:30, or at least I tried to, for school nights.
Yeah. But this is backgammon night, so you can stay up longer.
Yeah. Lately, we've, here in Miami, we've stayed up, the other night, I stayed up till 1. I wasn't tired at all.
Look out. Did you sleep till noon?
We woke up, 8:30, here.
Yeah.
Because my alarm for school is 6:30.
Okay, so that's not that there was any doubt, but that pretty much erased whatever doubt there might have been. So come on, he had grand designs for 4 points, but he gets 2 points, which is certainly good for him in the current circumstance. So it'll be 10-5. 3 away, 8 away. So 8 away is a nice place. Now again, Joe at 3 away is going to be relatively cautious in any cubes that he may initiate, because Kimon's a perfect 8 away. Would like to get a 4 cube in, or okay, set of aces. Good play, takes the point. 3-6 comes out. Kimon needs to hit. Doesn't, but he'll take the bar. Oh, that's a BMAB snap.
No, snack table. Snack.
I thought you might be talking about the one that was right over here.
There's a snack table?
Yeah, over there.
Oh, like the building?
No, right over there where Roberto's sitting. If you go around the wall.
I didn't.
Unless. Unless they might have picked it up now. I don't know. Okay. So again, here, Kimon trying to figure out how he can best try to take advantage of this double 5. Pardon me. He hits this way, so he's hoping he can get a dance. He does get a dance. Now.
Ooh, cute.
Now this is a tasty little double. Yeah. Yeah, we'll look at the bracket and see what we got.
6.
What stream? Yeah.
Well, what do you know? Any other match? Or do you
No,
know
I've
what
got
the
to go
other
up and
match-
look at the bracket to
Okay.
see what else we have.
Because I was gonna say, if it's two people that I don't know, or that somebody else might not know.
Then you're going with Mochi.
Yeah.
I saw it start. Yeah. It's no big deal. Wonder if there's anything. We haven't eaten all day, is there? I wonder if there's any place we can get something there. And then we just, well, I'm going to breakfast somewhere tomorrow morning.
Hey, they have Einstein Bagels not too far from here.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so where are we?
Mochi Malcolm.
Yeah, it's been postponed to 11 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah,
Mochi Malcolm.
Malcolm? Oh,
Malcolm
that's his
Hudson.
first name.
Yeah.
I was going with his last
He's from Australia, Malcolm Hudson. Beat Mochi in the Super Jackpot final in Dubai 6 weeks ago. So, I don't know what the deal was, Vinny. Arda finally tracked him down somewhere. But, and it's kind of interesting, and you know, and it's only a 16-player
Jackpot. Only 16
bracket, but
yeah.
you know, and they can do what they want to. Malcolm apparently agreed to play it tomorrow. You know, it was a 16-player jackpot, $7,500 entry jackpot in Monte Carlo, where Mochi won in a forfeit over Casey Carlston
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
in Monte Carlo. So, I mean, this was maybe in certain regards a similar situation, but they've, you know, decided to play it tomorrow morning. So, I don't know, not my decision.
You're around now.
So, that was the decision. I've got two. Thought I had two. Yeah, it's been working. Maybe you got your other one in the room there somewhere.
How many bags did y'all bring to pack this time? Hey, don't y'all use it? Mom said she missed y'all's post. Like on Facebook.
I normally do, but I didn't send a post. But we had 6 70-pound bags, 1 50-pound check bag, 2 roller bags that probably weigh 35 or 40 pounds a piece, and 2 backpacks that probably weigh 20 pounds a piece. So if that adds up to what? 7 times 6, 420, 470. Probably 540, 580, close to 600 pounds of luggage.
Isn't that like the weight of an elephant?
No,
Okay, I figured.
might be the weight of a baby elephant. I saw where one was born this week somewhere or another, and it's talking about a 470-pound baby. But no, elephants are measured in tons.
Oh, then I was kidding.
Grown elephants.
So that's probably like 2 tons. 2 or 3 tons.
Okay, so what do we got here? Mr. Kimon, and he's trying to debate whether he plays on or cashes this. Now, is it a cash? Kimon decides to cash it, but is it a cash in Joe's eyes to give up? Now, Kimon is, you know, he'd won 1 point, so this would take him to 7, which would be 6 away. So going from odd to odd doesn't hurt Joe that much as long as he doesn't get gammoned. So he might, and he can keep the mid for a long time. And the deuce. He's got a lot of timing. With it being Kimon being odd away, I wouldn't be surprised to see Joe take this. But yeah, there goes. Not surprising. Again, we're Kimon even away. I think Joe might have let it go, but with Kimon being odd away and not a lot of gammon potential, I think Joe obviously chose to take it.
Oh, I was wrong. Elephants go up to 12 tons.
Yeah. Carl, that dice man is Carl James.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Houston too.
I remember.
You've met him. Okay, so Kimon. Guess what do we do here? Okay, he's not in any desire to leave a shot anywhere if he can help it. That's a nice shake, but now that's kind of interesting. I guess he'll play three down and 1 to the 6. Doesn't want to leave a shot. Joe's got a nice board up there. Keep wanting to say Ryan. Ryan's mom was just here next to me, and I've got kind of Ryan on the brain or something. Okay, now look at this. He's going to have to play another 1 to the 6, so it leaves a 5-3. Well, he could go to the ace, but that's pretty ugly.
Yeah.
But it's pretty ugly, but there are no shots either.
Yeah.
So, nah, it's not too bad. I walked over there. It's a little bit worse when the air conditioner cuts off because it's pretty loud.
Yeah, earlier it wasn't this. It didn't sound like we were this loud.
Ian says he'd leave the 5-3. I would be tempted to leave the 5-3 as well. Joe's got a blot over there. Okay, so Kimon does leaves the 8 shot. Joe misses it. So now he's got to go to the 4 and the ace. So you got an interesting little potential bad roll on this roll. 2-3, that's no problem. Okay. Five. Now, what does he do? Is there enough G's to justify doing this?
Enough G's?
G's, gammons.
Oh, G's.
6, 8, 9 crossovers to get off. A couple of them long, so it's probably like 11 effectively.
Yeah.
There's some danger in this, but there are some G's as a result of this. So Kimon decides to, take a little bit of risk. Dice Man says rip 3, which is what Kimon did. There's certainly it's a G play, and he's down, has been down fairly large. Not as bad as it was. Okay. Okay, he's probably going to beat this. He will beat this. Now he'll stay here in case Kimon rolls a 6-4 or something like that. But he rolls a double 4, which is a blotting number.
Yeah.
Wow, this could be ugly. Do not want to get hit from here.
Why do you redo it? Oh, because it probably bounced.
Does get hit from here. Now, Kimon might think about rolling a deuce. Absolutely needs a deuce. Okay, so he obviously got checkers off, so he doesn't get G'd, but he gets he loses the game in every probability.
I need to calm down a little bit.
I didn't know if you saw.
What was he doing?
I didn't know if you saw.
Thank you.
He waited like 10 seconds before he hit the.
Looky here, we're talking. Just when you think it's safe to go outside, you roll a double six. Okay.
Oh no.
Boom!
Oh.
Man, this is. So here we go now. Back in play.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna take a guess on his roll. I'm thinking it's gonna be 5 or 6. Oh, and it just so happens that hits it.
Okay.
Oh, he's counting.
Counting his crossovers.
Ooh,
5-1. So that's needs a 5. Gets a 5 the hard way.
oh, wrong 6.
So this game's only had a few swings.
Yeah, scooch it up. Well, okay, yeah.
Okay, so does he dance? If he dances, now Joe's got 12 checkers. He's gonna count it. He's gonna look at it. Kamon's got 8, 12, 13.
42.
No,
minus
it's not 13.
12.
He's gonna roll on. He's close. Yeah. Okay, so now it's 11 checkers. Okay, now you just gotta roll from here.
Yeah.
If he were still in the air, you could think about it, but he's just gotta roll.
Yeah. Oh, now it's pretty mid close. Oh, that was.
This is
two
close.
outs. That was okay. 2. Oh.
So what's it? 7 checkers to 6 checkers.
Ooh, that was a good roll. Big numbers. We're both big.
So there's nothing to be done with the cube.
Ooh, that's a good one. Oh, not bad. Could be better. Oh.
Okay.
He doesn't get a double right here.
Simone, 6-3. There are 4 numbers. That's not one of them. Okay, so 10-8 was, what was it, 10-2 or 10-3? So Simone has creeped back in here.
10-3?
It was at least 10-3. Might have been 10-2,
Oh,
but
I think it was 10-6.
okay. So we'll Simone's gotten right back in the match.
Oh yeah, because it was a 2 cube and a 1 gammon.
Okay, break time. So
Oh, Joe's coming this way.
yeah, Joe's coming this way. 10-3, Dossman says it was.
Oh, I was. Well, that would have to be 5. I don't think it was 10-3. Because if it was 10-3 and he just scored, then he would have had to score 5. And he scored 2 because it was no gammon.
No, but over the last 3 games.
Oh.
It was starting.
Then, yeah.
The worst it was 10-3.
Yeah.
So.
How can y'all not eat a whole day? That's being impossible.
Eat a whole day?
How can y'all not eat a whole day? Like, how can y'all not eat throughout the whole entire day?
Been busy. And there are not any restaurants or anything in the hotel.
Well, don't they have that little store in there? Is that
It's
open?
closed right now
I keep seeing
for
everybody.
inspection.
Oh.
It's part of a construction project, so it steps along the way. The city or whomever has to do inspections, so right now they're waiting on an inspection for the little stores, so you don't even have access to any snacks. But right now the hotel here is going through
A very
big renovation.
And it's going to be beautiful.
It's going to be nice. It's going to be,
It looks beautiful.
but there's no bar, restaurant, deli, anything else in this hotel.
Yeah, they're making one right here.
Yeah,
Making a restaurant.
making is not
Yeah, true.
serviceable, right?
Yeah, true. So there is no food possible to get in.
So Tara and I slept in a little bit, and then we've been working all day, finishing the setup, doing the streaming commentary tonight. We have not eaten all day.
Me and Dad had donut delivery.
I
probably not ramen.
I was telling Tara tomorrow morning, and apparently there's a number of restaurants that even serve breakfast that are pretty much across the street and a block one way or the other. And Bill is going to find one of them relatively early in the morning.
Well, so instead of pizza delivery, we had donut delivery for dessert. We had leftover. I had leftover spaghetti. And then what leftover
donut delivery. That's pretty hardcore,
And at 8 o'clock at night. Okay. That's pretty good. That's
okay.
That is the most high dollar breakfast for dinner that you've ever had.
Here we go. We're back at it. Joe's up 3 away, 5 away now. They don't want to. They keep. Good thing they're not playing automatics.
What's he doing?
Yeah, I guess he's glancing at the scorecard, thinking about how he wants to play.
Oh yeah, it must be kind of hard from that spot.
No, they had Vinny. They had donut delivery tonight.
Oh no, he was thinking maybe y'all could get pizza delivery.
Oh, we could get pizza delivery. I see. Maybe that's the case.
Gary suggested
but Vinny. Jimmy and Hannah. Now, did your mom get into the donuts?
Yes,
too?
Mom got a strawberry jam and a.
Mom succumbed to the donut pressure also. So the DeRosier family. What did y'all get, a case of them or something? Or?
Yeah, we got 7 donuts.
7. No.
I had a Nutella, a royal Oreo, and a glaze. Dad.
So it was 3-2-2. You had 3, and they each had 2.
Yeah, and Dad had a maple bacon and another one that I don't remember.
Maple bacon donut?
I know.
That sounds obscene.
Oh, Dad had maple bacon and I think a dulce de leche, and then Mom had a strawberry jam and Boston cream. Mom loves Boston cream donuts.
Sauce and cream?
Boston
cream. Oh, I loved like Boston cream pie, which is kind of like a cake, I love those. Hadn't had one in years, but I remember as a kid and young adult, I just loved Boston cream pie.
King cake's my way.
Okay, so what are these boys doing besides keeping us up all night? But it's been a good match. I mean, Joe was up 10-3, and Kimon has fought back to 10-8 here. And again, great first round pairing in this mega jackpot.
This is still the first round?
Yeah, because Joe had to play in the BMAB.
Oh, yeah, that's
so that rather than playing at 7:30, they had to play at 9:30. Okay, Kimon gets another takeable cube in by Joe, and it's the same thing. Kimon's odd away, so Joe could take a cube, and not necessarily, provided he doesn't get gammon, not give up another game.
glamping's probably.
I bet Jimmy and Millie are probably laughing with the
Well, I think Dad's still playing.
oh, is he? The backgammon world is hearing their
Or dinner.
eating habits here. Oh, okay. I have no idea.
15 donuts at least? Oh, I don't know
Typically,
how much it
you know, for delivery of some sort, you got to have some minimum amount, you know. Now, if you win the advanced division, are you springing for dinner for mom and dad or what?
No.
No.
What do you mean, like they're paying?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're paying. I'm not.
No, you're paying
Oh,
if you
no.
win. No, huh? Goes into your. Does that
Well,
go into a college fund or car fund or what?
Actually, I will be paying because Dad takes my entry fees out
Oh.
of my winnings.
Well, that's only fair. If he pays the entry fees, he should get the entry fees back
But
if
he's
if
my
you
dad.
if you cash.
That's not how daughter and father work.
That's how
Life works.
yeah, life works, right? Oh.
Not how our
You know, and he's gotta teach you a little of that tough love stuff every now and then, you know? Okay, so
I'm gonna go check his score though. I forgot about that.
okay. Well, he's playing upstairs, huh?
Yeah. I won't take it.
Yeah, that's a 12-year-old. She can get upstairs and back in a heartbeat. Okay. Yeah. And right now the air conditioner's off. When the air conditioner's on, it really makes a difference. Okay, so Joe could be in a little bit of trouble here. 4-1, so that's yeah. You know, I was, and I don't know all the circumstances, so it shouldn't, I shouldn't really say anything. But, you know, it was in a 16 player tournament like this that Mochi got the forfeit in Monte Carlo on, right? And I don't know what happened either. But, and Malcolm was amenable to apparently play in the morning, whatever happened. Here comes. Yeah.
Okay, Dad lost.
Uh-oh.
He was walking down when I was walking out.
Now you and him stay up. Your mom goes to bed early typically, doesn't she? Well, certainly when she's working.
Yeah, definitely. She wakes up like 5 whenever she's working, maybe probably a little later. Maybe like 5:30, but still that's early.
Yeah, see, when that AC's on, it's a big difference. Yeah. Yeah, we've got those longer booms now for the tripods, and she's mounting some wide angle Insta 360 cameras, I guess, on those. So player cams we've really advanced that. Yeah. There's Ryan Ravello's in the house. If you just joined us, you just missed your mom, Ryan. She was standing here next to me, and I was talking to her a few minutes ago. So, hi, Ryan. So
5 3 hits. Nope.
be
6-2
interesting.
roll.
You know, Joe's in G trouble for sure. And, of course, Joe was up 10-3 not that long ago. And Kimon's put on his rally cap here and oh, pardon me. Well, tomorrow we think everything starts at 11 tomorrow.
Oh,
So
yes, it's later than
11
9:30.
Eastern time here in Miami. We've got
What time is that at home?
10.
Okay.
So we've got resumption of all the jackpots at 11 a.m. And I guess the Tovley tournament and all the side events. And then tomorrow night, the doubles starts. But we'll probably be streaming. We won't stream. Doubles is problematic to stream. It just, it's too disturbing to a stream that might be next to it or something if you're playing doubles and there's a lot of talking. But anyway, tune in 10 a.m. tomorrow, and certainly one of them, or 11 a.m., I'm sorry, 11 a.m. Eastern, one of the matches that we will have will be the Mochi Malcolm Hudson first round match. And I'm going to go, as soon as this match concludes, I'll go look at the brackets we'll make a selection of what our other two streams will be at 11 a.m.
This is the last game tonight?
Yes.
Okay, I figured.
So Mom and Dad are probably going to expect you.
Well, Dad said he was going to come down here. I think I hear him.
Oh. Yeah, there he's walking across right there. You can see him. I could see him on the player cam.
Forgot that was there.
Have your ears been burning?
Yeah.
We're talking sweet things about your donut delivery.
Oh, yeah, we just saw Mark in the hallway, too.
Olson? Okay, great.
We didn't talk to him, though. Oh, what'd he say?
He said, tell Hannah hi, probably.
He says, "Oh, I know her. I saw her next to the screen."
Yeah. Ow.
So, wow. Joe is living right here. Looks like he might escape another one. Looked all the world like he might get G'd there, and now look at this. Wow, he could hit and win the game. Misses. Come on, still got a roll bigger than a 7. 6, so 6 will work. Gets to the 6 point.
Let's see him.
Okay, so been a long road back, but at least it looks like Kimon's going to get it to 10-10 after being down 10-3. Didn't
5-1 come out.
is that a ace on that previous roll? Okay, so that cures that.
Gammon? Probably not. No. No.
You know, and your daughter was bad mouthing you a little bit, you know. I told her you were teaching her some good life lessons. She was telling me how you were so cruel that if she wins money, you have to pay, or she has to pay the entry fees that you paid for her back. And I'm like, come on. and you're buying her meals, right? And her donut deliveries.
But 7 exceeds the minimum.
That's not even in the discussion, no? That's not even, that ball's not in play. Yeah, there's old Bob Z is in the house, and
Oh, not really
Ryan
DMP because there's 3 left. Is my mic on? Okay. I didn't know. Yeah,
this is a wireless, new high-end mic.
yeah, that one looks different
Yeah,
because of this part.
yeah, and this is wireless
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Her headphones.
Okay, so three-way. Nick Knable, hola gamanitos. Hola, Nick. I don't guess I know Nick, but welcome. Avi?
These have to be charged?
These two.
Okay, I was about to say.
That one, there's power.
Yeah, I was. That's
Power and the sound go through
Yeah.
the same cable. Maybe yes, Jesper. Commentary wireless mics. This high-end wireless mic. Justin Knoll is authorized, and I'm authorized, Tarst, and
If it
yeah,
has any
that's
of
why
my-
some people aren't on the authorized list. Ryan Robello, no. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
You just won't leave, huh? Even though your match got rescheduled to. Oh, wait. You were in the BMAB win? What man? What did you do? 4-1? Hey. You didn't take us to dinner. Should have, yeah. I imagine, Ian,
I
that
would
Mark
think
Olson
so.
will do some commentary because they are. Mark's on the approved list, probably. Yeah, they have some sponsorship arrangement for the the championship final and the super jackpot final, mega jackpot. The final day will be streamed on Galaxy, so on Stream 1, the others. So, and certainly, I guess if Mark's not in any of those events, I would suspect that Mark will join us some on the
Yeah, I think he's
on the commentary. Yeah. And I think this is his first trip to the States at all.
Who, Mark?
Yeah. Well, you haven't been to Denmark either.
True.
So don't look so surprised. Okay.
Let's see. Okay, now we're back. 5-4 out.
Wow, this is.
Wait, does he have one?
Do you come out to put some pressure on those blots over there?
I said come out with the 4 and then cut it.
I don't know. I'm thinking I'm coming out to make sure that that those 2 blots have got to do something. And what do you roll? 6-3. I mean, he could have hit you, but it would have been expensive. There would have been some returns.
5.
Look at here.
Oh, that's a big one.
Okay, he's going to move them out and count.
Yeah, take
He's
one.
got, what, 6 crossovers. Kimon has 6 crossovers. Kimon's probably ahead in the count, but Kimon's got that voids on the 3, 4, 5, which is kind of a little bit expensive. So this is one where some sort of an effective count is going to be applicable, with Joe having the very nice distribution and Kimon having the very poor distribution.
I'm probably doing this. Or this
Kimon
thing.
keeps staring at the player cam or something. He's been doing it all. You were over there when what did they get into the little discussion over stacking checkers on the, avoided that. Huh? You know, it's funny, you being of the legal persuasion. You know, Joe's a banking lawyer in New York City. Ramon's a lawyer in Cologne, Germany. I'm not sure what type of practice. Battle of the Barristers. Yep.
What's barrister?
Barrister is I think English term for a lawyer, in effect.
Mm.
They're called barristers in England.
Lawyers are?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there will be a actual barrister here this week. You know. Raj is going to be here. Raj Jansari.
Exciting.
Okay.
Dad, don't you agree that Joe should be the first? Yeah.
And earlier, Kimon had a blue jacket or sweater on or something. This is kind of an interesting. What do you think? This is interesting. I think who's this? Nick Nabel, and that might have been from a while ago. Feels like a pass. At this juncture, wow. Well, the fact that 11 point is 7 away from the anchor, this 11.7 away from the anchor gives Kimon a little bit of a cushion here. He's well, and I haven't counted it, but he's fairly significantly behind in the race. I'm thinking Joe takes it. I'm a little bit surprised. Yeah. I'm a little bit surprised, but now Kimon's counting it after the fact, apparently. Like, would he dare? I don't think he'd dare. I think you play this. I don't think you give him the flash shot. Yeah. That's certainly another consideration, Vinny. You know, and that was the consideration earlier, a couple of games where Kimon was odd away. Yeah. Okay, now we've got 68 viewers and only 38 likes, so we need to do better on both counts. So let's get some likes going, and let's make sure all your friends and neighbors and family know we got some great streaming going on coming up tomorrow. We're definitely at 11 a.m. You'll definitely see Mochi and Malcolm Hudson. One of 3 matches at 11 o'clock. I've got to go look at the brackets to see what else we will have. But Mochi and Malcolm Hudson will be one of the 3 matches streamed. It'll probably be the stream 1 match at 11. Look at
gammon.
Joe putting on his spikes here, man. Little sprint shoes.
Subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, probably tomorrow morning in the afternoon. Streams 1 and 2 will be on the Ace Point YouTube channel, and stream 3 will be on the Sunny Florida YouTube channel. Perhaps tomorrow evening, stream 3 will be on the Miami Open Backgammon YouTube channel. Okay, that ended it. Okay, so it's Crawford 3-way, and again, Joe is up 10-3, and now he's giving up 9 straight.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
I think so.
Okay, so Dice Man, that was kind of my thought. Big double, big take, and that's the way it was played. Okay, so here we go, Crawford game. Ooh, pardon me. Oh, look, they posted the brackets. Let's see who. We got pictures of the brackets here. This was early before many of those were finished.
Well, yeah, check the other one and see if Dad made it. The side pool.
Super.
Oh, well, Dad.
Well, your dad already told us he was a loser.
So he's 69.
I don't have to say it that way.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm looking.
Yeah. Okay.
And you weren't.
That's cold, Hannah. You Ooh. You know, not that we're close enough to the end, it probably won't come into play, but Kimon certainly doesn't have a tremendous amount of time left. Joe's got 4 minutes.
Oh, wait, no, you can't. Kind of looks like there's 7 checkers on the 4 point. I mean 6 because of the sun.
Two, so ace and the 3, unstack the 5.
Oh, this isn't too good. 5 in. Got 2. That's not bad. Because you land one and then. See, that's what I was gonna do. That was my play. Oh, see, look, now they're matching again. Now he's got his blue jacket back on.
Only thing is, yeah, put his blue jacket back on. But, if you go to the description below the video here, Tara's got a number of links and what have you. So, and none of the results, certainly the jackpots, they're not even going to be on the USBGF OTS system. So you'll have to. They're posting some photos on Facebook. Remy Davenport Wells is a social media director or whatever. So she's going to be posting a lot of various tournament-related YouTube posts, results, pictures, this, that, and the other. There's Pete Jarvis. Hello, Pete. Just catching up, huh? Okay, gotta come out.
Let's see here, 6
There's
balls.
a hit.
Yeah. Hit and safety the other one.
Doesn't need a 3-6 or a 2-7, but he gets the 3-6. That could be. Oh, Joe gets the 4 to come in. So, but Joe has to win this game. Can't lose. That's a hit. Should he take it? And I think he will take it. Well, I was trying to be funny, Nick. I said 3-6 or a 2-7, and he didn't roll the 2-7. He rolled the 3-6. Okay. Yep. So it kind of buttons it up. Go to the 6. Yeah. No 9s. From Camone's perspective. Oh, an 8. Eight. That'll work.
Oh yeah, that gives good distribution too.
This says, should he be able to pull this off? Will have been quite the rally for Camone. He was down 10-3 to Joe a bit earlier. He was down 10-3. Now he's down to 37 seconds too.
Oh yeah, he's running out of time.
Nice. The air conditioner come on to help kill the
noise.
Noise here. Okay, looks like Mr. Kimon is gonna put this one to bed. This one's gonna smart for Joe, up 10-3 to 13, and never score another point. Wow.
Okay, never mind. That looks.
So, in all probability, that's going to be it for the night. Now, 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'll post something once we see what matches we're going to stream.
11 a.m.
11 a.m. One of them will be Mochi and Malcolm Hudson. I
11
gotta go look at the 11 a.m.
Eastern, right?
Eastern.
Okay.
Yes, you're right. So I'll go check out the brackets and choose our other matches. So we'd like to thank all of y'all for joining us tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed. And starting earlier and going all day tomorrow, so you'll get your fill of good backgammon action.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
That's it for tonight. Thank you, Miss Hannah. Enjoyed you being here. I'm sure everyone's glad to see you again. And okay, good night, Hannah. Good night, Jimmy. And we will see y'all tomorrow. So have a good evening. Yeah, check out Tara's rolling credit scroll here. Yeah, and David Presser didn't make it, so Mochi was the Players Cup. Roberto ran that. Boutique. Social media, Remy. Volunteer commentators. We're assuming Mark Olson will be it. Now we'll have to add, we had some Avi, we had some Rory, and we had some Hannah tonight, and we had some Tara Mendez. Oh, you already had your name up there anyway, Tara Mendez. Okay, folks, so good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.